Anne Ran was the daughter of the prosperous Shang family, who were merchants. While drinking at a bar, she was drugged and had a wild night with a man she did not know. Because of that night, she became pregnant with twins, a boy and a girl. But the man took away the baby boy, and to protect the remaining child, she had to flee abroad. Finally, after 7 years, she returned with her daughter, Shang Xiaoxing. Whether it was fate or not, she met the man from that night again. But neither seemed to recognize the other. Because of this meeting, the two became adversaries. Finally, under the interaction of the two children, the two turned from hate to love. Then, at some point, Anne Ran also learned that Yunnan Cheng was the man who had ruined her life 7 years ago. If you want to know how the relationship between the two will develop, please follow Lisa Manhwa. In a noisy bar, people bustling back and forth, there was a girl drinking alone at the bar. After finishing a glass, she shouted, "Another glass? I want the strongest alcohol. My boyfriend cheated on me with my best friend. Isn't this only supposed to happen in novels? Why am I so unlucky? Qiaoze, Li Yue, how could you treat me like this?" At that moment, the bartender handed her another glass, comforting her. It is good to see the scum man clearly. This sobering dream is on the house. Receiving the drink with words of comfort touched her. "Thank you." She brought the glass to her lips and drank it all in one gulp. As soon as she finished drinking, a dizzy spell came over her. What is a little dizzy? Everything immediately became blurred. Just as she fainted, a hand reached out and took the glass away. Then, in a strange room, ambiguous sounds rang out. She woke up in a seductive nightgown. As soon as she woke up, the man above her came closer and asked, "Awake?" She was still in a daze. Following her desires, she pulled the man down. The two rejoiced together. Continuous urging sounds rang out, "It is too hot, hot, help me." The man looked down seductively, comforting her. "It will be all right soon." Her restless hand pulled at the man's necklace, pulling him down. Everything at the moment was so pleasurable that she was immersed in it. Suddenly, she woke up startled by the dream just now. It has been 2 months. Why am I still dreaming about it? As soon as her colleague saw her wake up, she happily said, "Sister, you are awake. Look at you sweating. Let me get you some food, eat more." Receiving the help made her grateful. "Thank you." When the lunchbox was opened, a delicious smell wafted out. But for some reason, she felt it was very fishy. Feeling uncomfortable, she ran away. After a while in the bathroom, her colleague patted her back with great concern. "Sister, are you okay? Why did you suddenly throw up? Don't tell me you are pregnant. I am just kidding. Besides, are not you single? You should get more rest." Knowing that her colleague was joking, she trembled and said, "Probably not. It was just that one night. It would not be so coincidental, not to the point where I would get pregnant after just one time, right?" The next day, she went to the obstetrics and gynecology department, Specialist Clinic 1. Looking at the ultrasound report, the doctor congratulated her. "Ms. Sheng, congratulations, you are indeed pregnant. The fetus is now about 10 weeks old. The shape of the fetus is not yet stable." Seeing that she did not respond, the doctor called worriedly, "Ms. Sheng." She was still stunned, not expecting to be pregnant. I am really pregnant." Immediately the memories of that night flooded back. "But I do not even know who the father of this child is." Seeing that she did not respond, the doctor kept calling, "Ms. Sheng, Ms. Sheng." She seemed not to hear, and her eyes gradually blurred. What to do? Having a child alone. What will I do in the future? Unable to withstand the overwhelming shock, she fainted. The doctor frantically called for help. "Someone, the patient has fainted." At that moment, someone fiercely kicked open the door. A group of bodyguards swaggered in, making the doctor worried and vigilant. "You, who are you?" Suddenly, one of them put down a suitcase of money. Warning, this money is for her. Do not let today's matter be revealed, otherwise you will bear the consequences. After saying that, the bodyguard snatched her away. Time flew by, and 5 years later, at Nansheng Airport, the secretary next to him worried about the young master's health. "Yu Zong, the young master has not eaten anything for a day. Or should you go back to the villa first?" Hearing this, he questioned, "Why are you only saying this now?" The secretary, being blamed, quickly explained, "You have an important appointment in Chicago, and I was afraid it would delay your work, so I did not contact you." But I did not expect the young master to go on a hunger strike. He did not want to listen anymore and asked coldly, "Since when could you make decisions for me, huh?" He is Yunnan Cheng, the general manager of Shangtang Hotel. While walking, a candy rolled to his feet. Nanchang bent down to pick it up and looked at it. "This is..." Suddenly, a small hand pulled at his clothes. The cute little girl reached out to take back the candy she had dropped. "Uncle, if you want to eat chocolate, buy it yourself. I do not have another one for you." The little girl is Sheng Xiaoxing, Sheng Anran's daughter. Seeing Xiaoxing so cute, Nanchang asked gently, "Do you like this chocolate?" The little girl replied in a baby voice, "Yes, do you like it too, uncle?" Suddenly, a familiar feeling arose in his heart. Who is this child? I have never met her. Why does she look a little familiar? Seeing Nanchang being so gentle with Xiaoxing, the secretary doubted his life. Doesn't Yuzong dislike other people's children? Why is he suddenly being so gentle with this little girl? He reached out and wanted the secretary to give the chocolate to the little girl. "I do not like to eat it, but my little brother likes to eat it very much. I bought a lot for my little brother. I can give you a box." Although Xiaoxing liked it, she still remembered her mother's instructions. "But Mommy said I can't randomly accept things from strangers." At this time, the secretary gently reminded, "Yuzong, we have to go." The little girl was given a gift, so she gave a kiss as a thank you. "Then that is okay." Seeing Nanchang leave, Xiaoxing did not forget to politely say goodbye. "Goodbye, handsome uncle." The little girl looked at the box of chocolate in her hand with joy. "This uncle is so handsome and so nice. If he could be my dad, that would be even better." At that moment, a loud shout calling Sheng Xiaoxing startled the little girl. She is Sheng Anran, the daughter of the Sheng family. As soon as she saw Xiaoqing, she rebuked, "Didn't I tell you to wait at the same place? Why are you running around?" Anran came forward and grabbed the little girl's clothes. The little girl was frightened and quickly explained, "The chocolate fell, and I ran to pick it up." Seeing the box of chocolate in Xiaoxing's hand, she asked, "Where did you get this?" The little girl explained guiltily, "A handsome uncle saw that I was cute and gave it to me." As soon as she heard this, Anran immediately scolded, "Gave it to you. Why did not you just go with him then?" Knowing that she had made a mistake, Xiaoqing quickly admitted her mistake. "Mommy, I was wrong. When I get home, I will face the wall for 3 minutes." Seeing the little girl so cunning, Anran smiled gently, "Still acting with me." Then she seriously bargained 10 minutes. As soon as she heard the punishment time increase, Xiaoqing panicked and begged, "10 minutes is too long, Mommy, shorten it a bit." But she refused to budge. "No more talking. If you bargain, I will increase the time." As soon as the little girl heard that, she quickly pretended to lock her mouth. Then the two held hands and went home. "Let us go, Sing Sing, let us go home." The next day, Anne ran dressed in office attire and went to the company. While walking, she could not help but worry. "Finished. I am going to be late. I hope Xing Xing is obedient at home." As soon as she arrived in the lobby, she saw the elevator about to close and quickly ran over. "Hey, wait a minute." And Ran rushed in without hesitation. "I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am in a hurry for an interview." Knowing that she had bumped into a stranger, she stepped back. But her hair was hooked on the other person's clothes. Ran became flustered and apologized. "I am sorry. I am really sorry. Can you help me?" The others in the elevator were petrified, worried that Nanchang would be angry. Doesn't Yuzong have a cleanliness obsession? Who is this girl? Why did she run into the senior management's elevator? When he saw the girl in front of him, he reached out and took the strand of hair stuck on his clothes. Then he said softly, "Don't move, relax." As soon as she heard Nanchang's voice, a familiar feeling welled up in her. This voice, it is so familiar. Immediately, the seductive images of that night returned with a bewitching sound. "It will be all right soon." Thinking of that night, and Ran could not help but blush. Why do I suddenly remember that? What am I doing? Then she thanked him shyly. "Thank you." She thought, this person. But when she saw Nanchang's elegant appearance and handsomeness, it made Ran stunned. The secretary stepped forward at this time to stop her with an extremely rude attitude. "Miss, what are you saying in such a hurry? I am afraid you are here to strike up a conversation. He looked at it from behind. Immediately the two had a common thought of confusion. Strike up a conversation. Nanchang realized at this time, strike up a conversation. Then he remembered Ayn Rand rushing in and saying, I am so sorry, I am so sorry, I am in a hurry for an interview. Then she asked, I am sorry, I am really sorry, can you help me? As soon as he thought of that, Nanchang's face revealed disgust. Seeing that expression made Ayn Rand disappointed, that look of his. Luckily I just thanked him for helping me out. The secretary requested unhappily, This miss, please go out, the employee elevator is over there. Ayn Rand wanted to explain further, wait a moment, I really? No, but before she could say anything else, she was pushed out. She could not help but turn around and whisper, Who does he think he is? Ridiculous, striking up a conversation. He looks like a gigolo in a nightclub. The secretary heard this, and looked at Nanchang, sweating profusely. Does that applicant want to die? She dares to say Yu Zong is a gigolo. But he only concluded coldly, deliberately approaching, and maliciously humiliating. Very good. Unable to bear the anger, Nanchang ordered the secretary, Tell Director Li, I will come to the 10 o'clock interview. At this time, Ayn Rand had arrived at the interview waiting room. Seeing so many people participating, she could not help but be surprised. So many people are coming for the interview. While Ayn Rand was sitting and waiting for her turn, she heard two women next to her whispering, I just received internal news. Yu Zong will also come to the interview later. Is that true or false? I heard that Yu Zong is tall and handsome, has a son, but no wife. If he is the interviewer, is not there a chance? It is very possible. But I heard that there is a problem with that aspect. Hearing this, she associated it with that president. Usually a president who already has a child is over 40 years old, right? He must be an old bald man with a big belly. After a while, it was Ayn Rand's turn for the interview, coming right up. She pushed the door open and walked in, looking at the people standing for the interview. She saw Nanchang. It made Ayn Rand surprised. This, is not this the man in the elevator? He propped his chin, observing Ayn Rand's resume. Graduated from Wharton School, not graduated. Being asked about this issue made her hesitate and answer. My university degree has not been obtained yet. Hearing that, an HR snorted and questioned, not graduated. Do you think Shangxi Group is very easy to enter? Why does the Human Resources Department let anyone in? Seeing that he was talkative, Nanchang waved his hand and interrupted. Have you seen the recruitment requirements? Just based on her work experience in Germany, she still cannot enter Shangxi. Without hesitation, he threw Ayn Rand's resume away and drove her away. Get out. Moreover, Nanchang did not forget to criticize her. People who only rely on some useless tricks, and do not even have a decent education, no company will need them. Being said like this, made Ayn Rand could not help but slam her hand down in front of Nanchang. Indignantly put forward a bet. If you feel that a degree can prove a person's ability, then let us bet. At that moment, Gaozhan, Yu Nanchang's best friend, happily asked, Beautiful lady, what do you want to bet with him? Ayn Rand confidently put forward the bet, I will come to Shengtang Hotel to work for 3 months, ensuring that the monthly profit will be 30% or more. If I can do it, you must make me a formal employee of Shengtang with a salary 3 times higher, and you must... Sorry, Nanchang heard that, but only looked without saying anything. But under Gaozhan's constant urging, agree, if Brother Cheng does not agree, he is a turtle shrinking its head. He then looked at him with sharp eyes. Then he stood up imposingly and asked Ayn Rand in return, If you can't do it, then what? She replied without hesitation. Then I will sell myself to Shengtang for 3 years and let you command me. How about it, this bet? Dare to accept it. Nanchang pondered for a while, then suddenly left, not forgetting to turn around and announce, Go home and wait for the work notification. This bet, I accept it. Seeing him leave, Gaozhan also hurried to follow. Brother Cheng, wait for me to have dinner with you. But before leaving, he did not forget to cheer. Ayn Rand, beautiful lady, I wish you success. She received the job and felt relieved. Fortunately, I have temporarily obtained this job. As soon as she got home, Xiaoxing jumped into Ayn Rand's arms to welcome her. Mommy, you are back. I have learned all the alphabet, and I have put the food in the microwave to heat it up. Seeing her baby girl so obedient made her happy and kissed her cheek in praise. Good baby. Xiaoxing took her hand and pulled her inside, urging, Mommy, come here quickly. Seeing that the little girl had grown so much in the blink of an eye made An Ran reminisce. In the blink of an eye, Xing has grown so much. 5 years ago, she was still so small. When Xiaoxing sat and ate by herself, she spoke her mind like an adult. Because I feel Daddy does not like Mommy, we do not see him twice a year, and he does not care about us. And he is not close to Mommy. I do not want a daddy like that. Immediately, the little girl snuggled into her arms and demanded, Mommy, can we change to another daddy? These words really made An Ran's heart ache. Originally, it was just that I did not want her to think too much, so every year I would find someone to pretend to be her father. But I did not expect Xing to remember everything clearly. Seeing that she did not answer for a long time, Xiaoxing called out, Mommy, what are you thinking about? Mommy does not need to worry about me. Go find a new daddy. As long as he likes us, I can also accept other brothers and sisters. Seeing her daughter so sensible really made An Ran's heart ache. Silly baby, Mommy only wants to take care of you well and watch you grow up. But Xiaoxing insisted on having a complete family. I just want to have a brother, and I also want to have a daddy who loves us like a princess. Hearing those words made her remember her lost son and feel sad. Baby, actually you really have a brother, but Mom lost him. Xiaoxing did not know what An Ran was thinking, so she was a little regretful. It is a pity that I did not get to know the handsome uncle at the airport. I knew at first glance that he was very suitable for Mommy. But the little girl did not give up and decided, okay, I have to find a new daddy who is both gentle and handsome and makes Mommy happy every day. The next day at the company, the lobby was very noisy and lively, and the receptionist's voice warmly welcomed, Hello, please come over here to complete the check-in procedures. And Ran stepped in front of the customer with respect. It is an honor to be able to help you. Seeing that her work did not stop on her first day, she felt a little tired. I did not expect that the first day of work would be the 10th anniversary. Why is there so much work? While wiping her sweat, someone called her An Ran. Li Yue, An Ran's old best friend, stood coyly next to Chao Zhe, An Ran's boyfriend, and spoke in a green tea voice. An Ran, it is really you. Long time no see. She did not have the slightest shame and came forward to hold her hand like a close friend who had not seen each other for a long time. An Ran, I heard that you went abroad before and cut off contact with your family. Did you see your uncle when you returned? This time, Cao Zhe did not want to say much, so he stopped. Li Yue, Xiao Yue, let us go. But she did not listen to her boyfriend and said, What are you going for? I have not finished reminiscing with An Ran yet. Li Yue calmly pulled An Ran to a corner to chat. Come here, An Ran. We have not talked for many years. She was uncomfortable and wanted to go out. I am still working. Seeing that she was in working hours and could not act rashly, there are too many people in the lobby. I can't have a conflict here. So she followed into the elevator. As soon as she entered, Li Yue kept chattering, We have not talked for many years. Then, without knowing how shameless she was, she took out a proposal ring and invited her. An Ran, can you come to my and Aziz's engagement ceremony? It is on the 18th of this month. I hope you can come. As soon as she saw the ring on her hand, she immediately recognized it. Isn't this the ring that Kaze and I wore together 5 years ago? Li Yu then poked at An Ran's pain. Are you afraid that you do not have a boyfriend to take you? It is okay. I know a lot of friends. I can introduce them all to you. But she did not want to have anything to do with her, so she turned away and refused. I have something to do. I am not free. Not wanting to be inferior to Li Yu, she made up a lie. I have a boyfriend, my ex-boyfriend and best friend's engagement. I am afraid he won't let me go. Hearing that An Ran had a boyfriend, she happily pulled her back. An Ran, you have a boyfriend. Why do not you call him out to meet him? I really want to meet your boyfriend. Call him. He should have time. She refused without hesitation. No need, he is very busy. Unable to bear her fake face anymore, An Ran pulled her hand away forcefully. Let go. Just as she staggered, Nancheng fortunately caught her. Seeing his face made An Ran uncomfortable. Enemies meet on a narrow road. Why is it him again? Li Yue at this time sat on the ground and acted as a green tea. An Ran, are you okay? This gentleman, my friend, did not do it on purpose. Suddenly, An Ran looked at Nancheng and had an idea. Then she hugged him and acted, Honey, you are in the elevator? Why did not you say anything? Did you want to give me a surprise? Seeing her boyfriend so outstanding made her mad with anger and gnashed her teeth. This is Shang Unran's boyfriend. How could she hook up with this man? No way. Qiao Zi saw it and remained silent. Then Li Yue pretended to be sensible and advised. Anran, you want to prove that you have a boyfriend? You can't just pull a stranger to act. It is so embarrassing for others. She frantically signaled Nanqing. He suddenly pulled her back and agreed to act along. How much money do you think she spent to hire me to act? Seeing him like this made Ran unbelievable. Is he willing to help me? At that moment, the secretary brought the speech to report. Yu Zong, the speech for this celebration, I have reviewed it, and there is no problem. The secretary secretly said in his heart, think what Yu Zong thinks, do what Yu Zong wants to do. Hearing Nanqing's identity, she could not help but be shocked. Yu Zong, could that be Yu Nanqing? Didn't they say he does not get close to women? How could Shang Anran be dating him? Just as the elevator door opened, Li Wei said goodbye to Anran with a fake smile. Anran, we will go first. Welcome you to bring Yu Zong to our engagement ceremony when you have time. When the elevator door closed, Nanqing pressed Ran into his arms and challenged, didn't you dare to provoke me at first? Are you scared now? She was embarrassed by the posture and stammered, you talk when you talk, do not get so close. Without hesitation, he repeated the day they met. That day, it was even closer than today. Anran pushed Nanqing away and gave a reason. I said that day was an accident. Hearing that made him unhappily questioned. Today using me as a shield is also an accident. I helped you because you are my employee, but if you do any more small tricks, then the bet will end sooner than planned. These words really made her uncomfortable. I am so angry. Why did I cause this misunderstanding? Do not say him. I even feel that I have something for him. At that moment, someone called, Manager Sheng, we have found you. The subordinate ran to inform her of an emergency. A little friend in the VIP room is making a fuss and refuses to eat. The child's family is not here. What if he bumps into something or gets hungry? As soon as she heard this, she moved very quickly, not forgetting to scold in her heart. What kind of parents are so irresponsible, leaving a small child alone in the room? Let us go see what is going on. When Anran arrived, she opened the door and walked in. She saw the other employees looking at her worriedly. Manager Shang, you are here. Anran came forward and asked directly, where's the child? The subordinate reported worriedly. Inside. Manager Shang, what do we do now? She turned her head and looked around, making such a scene. Seeing things scattered everywhere. But Anran still calmly walked over. She came to the door of the room and instructed the subordinates, contact the child's parents. I will go in and see what is going on. Others could not help but worry. Let her go in like that. Then you go. I do not dare to go in. The little tyrant is having a tantrum. Touching him is like ending your life. Inside the room it was extremely dark. As soon as Anran entered, she spoke up. Hello. Suddenly, a pillow was thrown, hitting the wall hard, startling her. The boy in front looked at Anran with a tense expression. But she wanted to reassure him and approached, but the boy refused and backed away. Then Anran knelt down and gently persuaded, Little friend, do not be nervous. Can you tell Auntie why you are so angry? When the boy looked up, he saw Anran's beautiful face. He wrote quickly on paper, surprising her. Why can't this child talk? How can he write at such a young age? The boy wrote on the paper, Baba said he would go play, but he did not come back. Seeing this, Anran patted his head, sympathizing with the boy and blaming. That is too much. How could Baba be like that? When he comes back, Auntie will speak for you. At that moment, the boy's stomach growled with hunger, making him extremely embarrassed, but she did not think so, and asked gently, Are you hungry? Auntie will get you some food, okay? When Anran left to get food, she was suddenly pulled back by the boy. Suddenly the chandelier above them swayed, frightening the boy. Seeing the chandelier swaying, someone shouted loudly, Manager Sheng, young master. In the nick of time, she stepped forward and hugged the boy to protect him, causing the chandelier to fall and injure Anran's hand. She could not bear it anymore and fell down. Her vision gradually blurred, but she heard the boy call her mommy. At a private club, Nan Cheng sat in a corner sipping tea and reading a book. Then a girl appeared, excited to see him. Nan Cheng, it is really you. Without hesitation, she sat opposite Nan Cheng and recounted, I just happened to have something to find you for. 2 days ago, I went to see Grandpa, and he said that you are raising Jingxi yourself, and you can't always take the best care of him. It seems like he wants to take Jingxi back to live with him. But he immediately refused. Returning is probably not as safe as being by my side. You do not need to come as a persuader. Being said that, she was not angry and calmly replied, What persuader? I am just saying it casually. At this moment, the secretary ran over to report Jingxi's situation to Nanchang Yuzong. The hotel called and said the chandelier in the young master's room suddenly fell. Hearing that information made him stand up in shock. Where's Jingxi? How is he? The secretary quickly reported the current situation. The hotel staff rescued him in time. The young master was not injured, but for safety, he has been taken to the hospital. The girl's face became gloomy at this time. Knowing that Jingxi had escaped, Nanchang immediately ordered to the hospital. While he was rushing, the girl also hurriedly followed. Nanchang, wait for me, I will go with you. At the hospital, room B02. Nanchang hurriedly opened the door and rushed in, calling Jingxi. But he only saw the boy sitting next to the unconscious An Ran. As soon as he heard his father's voice, Jingxi turned around and ran to hug him. Seeing this, he immediately asked, Jingxi, how is it? The boy did not speak, but only pulled Nanchang to the hospital bed. As soon as he saw that the person who saved his son was An Ran, he had to look at her with different eyes. It is her again. I did not expect her to use her life to save Jingxi. At that moment, the girl also entered the room and greeted Jingxi. As soon as he saw her, the boy was startled. Nanchang ignored the girl and sat down to apologize to Jingxi. Baba apologizes for today. Baba promises you that he won't break his promise in the future, okay? She also came forward and pretended to be concerned for the boy. Auntie is here. Today's incident must have startled you. Xiao Jingxi, do you need Auntie to eat with you? Jingxi, frightened, burrowed into Nanchang's arms. So taking the opportunity, the girl suggested, He is really frightened, Nanchang. Let me take Jingxi back with you. Children are startled. They need to rest. Nanchang thought it made sense, so he agreed. Looking at An Ran lying on the bed, he ordered, hand her over to the doctor to take good care of her. That night, in front of the hotel, she came forward and looked in. Seeing Jingxi sleeping, she pretended to be concerned and asked, Jingxi is asleep. Nanchang also gently replied, It is very late. You should go back too. Seeing that he had no intention of getting married before, she seriously advised, It is okay. My driver is waiting next to me. I know you do not intend to get married, but Jingxi needs someone to take care of him. What Grandpa said also makes sense. These words made Nanchang have to think marriage. She did not want to say more and make him annoyed, so she left. Call me if you need anything. Jingxi and I are also very close. But before she could say goodbye, the car quickly drove away. She returned to her car. Sitting inside with an uncomfortable mood, she ordered, drive. Seeing that her mood was not good, the driver blamed everything on An Ran, Ms. Wan. Originally everything was fine. Who knew that the hotel manager would appear in the middle? But she said it was okay with a gloomy mood. It is really infuriating, but it is also good, so Nanchang will have a worried mentality, so he will think about getting married. She looked outside and smirked smugly. That kid, do not touch him. For the time being, there will still be opportunities in the future. In the next 2 days, I have to go back and forth to the hotel. Tell the assistant a word. Prepare some more things that the boy likes for me to bring there. At room B02, An Ran had woken up at this time, and Xiaoxing's happy voice rang out beside her. Mommy, you are awake. Seeing the appearance of the little girl here startled her. Xing, why are you here? How long have I been asleep? Xiaoxing spoke out her worries like an old woman. Mommy did not come home for a long time. I was very worried about you. Then the uncle and auntie at Mommy's hotel brought me here. Do not move around. The doctor said you can only be discharged tomorrow. Seeing that the little girl had experienced so much today made An Ran's heart ache, and she quickly apologized. Xing, I am sorry I made you worry. Hearing that, Xiaoxing scolded with resentment. Mommy, do you know I will be worried? You still rushed forward in such a dangerous situation. What if it hit your head? While the two were talking, there was a knock on the door outside. Anne Ran quickly invited them in. The secretary brought gifts to thank An Ran on behalf of Nan Cheng. Manager Sheng, this is what our Yu Zong ordered to prepare. Thank you for saving the young master's life. Hearing this, she recognized Jing Shi's identity. Yu Zong, young master. You said that boy is Yu Nancheng's son. The secretary did not say much and affirmed. That is right. Manager Sheng is the young master's benefactor. If you need anything, just tell me. I won't bother you anymore. As soon as she heard Nan Cheng's pretentious way of addressing him, Xiaoxing's eyes lit up. Yu Zong. It sounds so grand. Maybe he is also a good father. A few days later, at a coffee shop on the street, the door of the shop opened. Xiaoxing happily walked in. She quickly looked around. She saw the old man in a corner. It is over there. A delicious strawberry cake had been brought up for Xiaoxing. As soon as she saw him, she happily greeted him very enthusiastically. Grandpa Yu. I greet Grandpa Yu. I have been chatting online for a long time, and finally I have met you. He also replied to Xiaoxing gently. Xing, you are here. Come sit down here, have some ice cream. As soon as she heard there was ice cream, she was extremely happy. Wow, ice cream, thank you. When she sat down, Xiaoxing spoke bluntly. I originally thought I could also meet Uncle Yu today. Who knew he would not go out to find a partner himself? No wonder he is still single. The old man looked at her with love and said, he is also very busy, and your mother did not come either. Only then did the little girl feel it made sense. That is right, we can only rely on us to create opportunities for the two of them. Seeing this, he liked Xiaoxing very much, and asked, what other quirky ideas do you have? Believe that they have fate, and they will definitely come together. Although he advised her like that, the little girl could not wait. Then how long do we have to wait? Or should we rely on me? Just like that, in the coffee shop, the old man and Xiaoxing chatted happily. When the little girl left, the housekeeper spoke up from behind. Sir, based on the young master's conditions, is finding a single mother too detrimental? But he did not care about those things at all, and asked the housekeeper, if you are not satisfied, then go find one. On the contrary, I am very satisfied. Girls are now spoiled from childhood. I hope who among them can take care of Jing Shi? Sing. That child is very cheerful, lively. I think she is very well educated. If Nan Cheng had met someone like that sooner, our Jing Shi might not have had an accident 3 years ago. The housekeeper knew that he remembered the old things and felt sad, so he advised. Sir, this is not your fault. Do not blame yourself too much. The young master does not mean to blame you either. But he did not listen at all, and asserted, if he did not blame me, then he would not have taken Jing Shi away, leaving me alone. Then the two also left the coffee shop. When Xiaoxing came home, she came up with an idea. Mommy, I really feel that you can go to work. Seeing the little girl urging her to go to work like that, Maid An Ran could not help but say straight, what, can't I rest for 2 days? This is an opportunity to get the company's salary without working. It is not every day. Let us talk about it after this week. These words really made the little girl depressed and advised, Mommy, you have to seize the opportunity. Being said that by her daughter made her even more puzzled. What opportunity? Xiaoxing's eyes lit up and came up with an idea. Your boss is handsome, rich, and still single. There must be a lot of people fighting for him. If you do not work hard, what will I do in the future? Hearing her daughter's bad idea, she pinched her nose and questioned, You have not even met my boss before. How do you know he is handsome? While talking, Xiaoxing suddenly looked over. Then she waved and called loudly, Shushu! Over here! Over here! An Ran also looked over puzzled. Then she saw Nan Cheng leading Jing Shi over. It is him. What is the situation? Xiaoxing waved her hand loudly and called out, Shushu, over here! Over here! As soon as he saw the little girl, he suddenly stopped. That child! So Xiaoxing ran to Nan Cheng, and Jing Shi ran to hug An Ran. She bent down and looked closely. It is the boy in the hotel room the other day. Jing Shi's eyes looking at An Ran were extremely infatuated, moving people's hearts. Xiaoxing on the other side also took Nan Cheng's hand and introduced, This is Shushu, who gave me chocolate at the airport the other day, Mommy. She was really helpless with her daughter and could only blame secretly. this child, that is my boss. Then the two looked at each other and asked in unison, this is your child? Then both replied in unison, Nancheng remembered that An Ran had saved Jingxi from danger and expressed his gratitude. About Jingxi, thank you. I was thinking of having time to bring Jingxi over to thank you. But she did not care about that and refused. No need. Anyway, you gave me a vacation. Consider it as a thank you. Moreover, protecting the safety of customers is also my responsibility. After just being polite, he mentioned the bet. Taking a vacation is one thing, but do not forget the bet between us. These words really made Anran's mood uncomfortable. I knew he did not have good intentions. Nancheng also did not want to bother her anymore, so he reached out and told Jingxi, we won't bother you today, Jingxi, let us go. But the boy refused to let go and kept shaking his head, as if facing an enemy. Making him unhappily raised his voice. Jingxi. Seeing the conflict between the two father and son, Anran stood up and made peace. Since you have already come, if you do not mind, just sit here. Anyway, there are 4 seats. Finally, under the stubbornness of his son and Anran's friendly invitation, he sighed and had to accept. The 4 sat down at a table. Nancheng did not know what to say, so he had to use the tactic of drinking water, while Jingxi on the side was extremely happy. Anran saw another side of him and found it a little funny. The dignified president of Xingtang Group, Yunnan Cheng, also has this aspect. Not wanting to hinder the two from talking anymore, Xiaoxing smiled and reached out to the boy and proposed, brother, I am going to get fruit. Do you want to go with me? Jingxi hesitated for a moment. Then he nodded shyly. The little girl did not hesitate and took the boy's hand. Then she quickly pulled him away. Seeing this scene also made Nancheng surprised. Jingxi actually agreed to make friends with this little girl. He could not help but praise, your daughter is very lively. Hearing that, Anran proudly recounted, Xiaoxing, she is just a smart little devil, but she is not bad at playing with her peers. Yu Zong, you do not need to worry. While talking, she suddenly remembered Jingxi's problem. That is right, Jingxi can't talk. Is this congenital? But seeing his cold expression, she knew she had gone too far. So she quickly apologized. I am sorry, I just asked casually. I did not mean anything else. Seeing the 2 children playing happily over there, Anran blamed herself. That damned mouth, too presumptuous. But unexpectedly, Nancheng did not blame her, but instead said the problem, Jingxi does not know how to talk, he just does not like to talk. When the 2 children got the food, they came back. The 2 brought the sweets to Anran with a happy mood. Mommy, we are back. Seeing Jingxi wanting to give her the food he got, made her surprised. At that moment, Xiaoxing came up with another bad idea. Then she sat down next to Nancheng bluntly and proposed, brother likes my mommy so much, can he sit next to mommy? I will sit next to handsome uncle. He did not resist and introduced his son to Xiaoxing. Brother's name is Jingxi. As soon as she knew his name, she happily asked, then I will call you brother Jingxi, right? How old is brother Jingxi? Maybe he is a younger brother. Although asked, Jingxi was sad and did not speak. Seeing this, Nancheng stood up and answered for his son. Jingxi is 5 years old, born one day before the Mid-Autumn Festival. What about you? Xiaoxing quickly replied, I am, but suddenly paused. At that moment, Anran spoke up to answer for the little girl. Xiaoxing was born on September 14th. Seeing that their birthdays were the same, made her suspicious. What a coincidence! Jingxi and Xingjing were born on the same day. Then the 2 played together until the lights came on. Seeing that it was too late, Anran called out again, Xing, we have to go home. The little girl was having fun playing, but she was sad. I want to play with brother Jingxi a little longer. Anran did not agree and seriously said, no, Xiaoxing, it is too late. Seeing that her mother did not accept, Xiaoxing came up with a new trick. Mommy, anyway, you have nothing to do when you get home. Why not talk to handsome uncle a little longer? Increased her feelings being said that made her shy and scolded. What nonsense are you talking about, Xiaoxing? At that moment, Anran turned around and denied the things Xiaoxing said. Yu Zong, this child is talking nonsense. I will teach her when I get home. At the same time, Jingxi also slammed a piece of paper at Nanchang. With the proposal, let Xingxing come to our house to play. Seeing the boy's request made him surprised. This is the first time Jingxi has made such a request. Does Jingxi like this mother and daughter so much? Then both faces came together and looked at Nanchang pleadingly. Please, Baba, uncle. He was also speechless by the two children. Finally, he made a decision. How about next Saturday, I will send someone to pick you up and bring Xingxing to my house. Hearing that proposal made Anran puzzled. Seeing that the two seemed to be able to interact more, the two little angels were happy. Nanchang seriously suggested, let us go, I will take you and your mother home. Being taken home by a handsome guy made Anran shy. Okay, thank you. The car sped on the streets. In the car, Jingxi pulled on Nanchang's clothes. Then he held up a picture of 3 people with glittering eyes, making him not want to understand but have to, so he asked the boy softly, Jingxi, do you want a mother? Jingxi nodded affirmatively and called, Mommy. Hearing his son speak again after 3 years also made Nanchang surprised. He could not restrain his joy and hugged Jingxi happily. Jingxi, you spoke. It has been 3 years. Finally, following his son, Nanchang decided, okay, Baba will find a mommy that you like for you. Receiving a sure affirmation from his father made the boy happy and nodded. Then the two father and son returned home. The next day, Anran was feeling that her strength was drained. Why is finding a kindergarten for Xingxing so difficult? As soon as she saw her, the secretary happily called out, Manager Shang, I finally found you. The secretary came forward and asked for the plan. This morning, the Yuzong asked, when will you submit the budget for the group's activities 2 months later? She had dark circles under her eyes, but she was still happy to prepare for work. Okay, I will prepare it quickly. Although on the surface like that, she was extremely unhappy in her heart. The new hotel anniversary celebration just ended, and he asked me to arrange the group's activities. Yunnan Sheng, even a tyrant does not exploit others like you. About to prepare the plan, Anran remembered. Oh, that is right. These are some things I made myself. I saw that your young master liked to eat them last time. Please help me bring them there. Hearing that, the secretary was worried. Is this your lunch? Have not you eaten anything for lunch? She did not care, and replied while walking. The matter of my daughter going to school is a bit troublesome. I did not have time to eat lunch. Do not waste it. I will go to work first. The secretary only knew to answer blankly, okay. The secretary held the lunchbox in her hand and doubted her life. It is just that she does not want to waste it. But will the young master like this? When the food was brought, Jingxi liked it very much and ate it deliciously. Nanchang just arrived and saw the boy eating, so he asked, Jingxi, what are you eating? The secretary turned around and replied, it is what Manager Shang asked me to bring to the young master. Hearing that, he only indifferently replied, Then he asked about the group's affairs assigned to Anran, about the group's activities. Have you told her yet? The secretary immediately reported according to the situation. She said she will submit it quickly, but she is busy with her daughter going to kindergarten recently. She probably does not have much time to prepare. As soon as Jingxi heard that Xiaoxing was going to kindergarten, his eyes lit up, and he suggested, I want to go to kindergarten too. Hearing this request, Nanchang was unhappy and refused. No, kindergartens are very chaotic. You have a family teacher. That really made Jingxi angry. The secretary was used to seeing this scene and was also speechless. The dignified president of Shangtang Group is tortured by his son like this every day. Who would believe it if I said it? At that moment, she opened the door and came in. Also bringing food. Nanchang, am I bothering you? I prepared lunch for you and Jingxi. Seeing her appear, the secretary also understood and was about to leave. Yuzong, then I will go out first. But unexpectedly, Nanchang stopped her and ordered, Chufeng, stop all the work you are doing recently. Prepare for the wedding first. Hearing that, the secretary was startled. Wedding? Who is getting married? He smiled and affirmed, me. Anxious that Nanchang would marry another woman, she approached worriedly. Nanchang, what are you? He did not let her finish and interrupted. Go prepare. Wait for me to finish my work. We will proceed with the marriage. Hearing that, she wanted to ask to confirm. Nanchang, are you telling the truth? Nan Chang was 100%. Sure, do you think I can joke about these words? But I am not forcing anyone. If you do not want to, you can say it straight. But she had no intention of that, but on the contrary, she was very happy. I agree. I have been waiting for these words from you for 5 years. At this time, Nan Chang agreed with her previous words. You are right. Jingxi needs a mother. Besides the helpers in the house, you are the woman closest to him. No one is more suitable than you. After hearing that information, Jingxi could not help but drop the writing board. Seeing the boy like that, Nan Chang was worried. What is wrong with you, Jingxi? Do you feel unwell anywhere? He stood up and wanted to come over to check Jingxi, but unexpectedly, the boy slammed the door shut to express his dissatisfaction. She pretended to approach at this time and proposed, Nan Chang, let me go see. The relationship between me and Jingxi is very good. Let me try. He agreed, without hesitation. Then she pushed the door open. Baby Jingxi, it is Auntie Wen. I am coming in. As soon as she entered, she stepped on Jingxi's blackboard. Making the boy scared and back into a corner, she stood in front of Jingxi without any concealment and showed a look of disgust. Haven't I told you that you have to be good, huh? The boy stood in front of her oppression, scared to tears. After a while, the door also opened. She led Jingxi out with pretense on her face. Nan Chang, Jingxi has calmed down. In the future, you and I should reduce filming and spend time taking care of the child. Wait until we live together. It probably won't be like this anymore. The boy's eyes at this time were only full of fear. But Nan Chang did not notice at all and thought Jingxi liked her very much, so he decided, it seems that the marriage really can't be delayed any longer. A few days later, a notification was sent on the work group that a video conference will be held at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. While Ayn Rand was reading the message, Xiaoxing came over and asked, Mom, do you think it is beautiful? She replied without paying attention, beautiful, beautiful. At that moment, a message from Lanbao Kindergarten also came. Friend Sheng Xiaoxing, you have been accepted into our school. Seeing this information surprised Ayn Rand. Lanbao Bilingual Kindergarten recruits students. Completely free tuition. Both mother and daughter huddled together to watch. Ayn Rand asked Xiaoxing suspiciously, Xing, you have been accepted into Lanbao. Do you know Lanbao? Why is it so strange? But the little girl shook her head, denying that she knew Lanbao. She began to browse Lanbao's articles to calculate the reason. There is interference to make Lanbao free tens of thousands of tuition fees. Could it be? Thinking of this, Ayn Rand quickly dialed Nan Chang. She asked softly, Boss Yu, I am Sheng Ayn Rand. I am sorry to bother you so late. I am going to venture to ask. I just received an acceptance notification from Lanbao Bilingual Kindergarten. Did you help? He did not deny it, but only wanted to use it to express his gratitude. You saved Jingxi. This is just a little help. Do not worry about it. But the received reward was too great, making Ayn Rand hesitate to refuse. But this gift, it is too big, Before she could finish refusing, Nan Chang interrupted. It is a small matter. Xiaoxing on the side acted cleverly and showed a cute look and said, Yu Shushu likes me. Seeing that I am cute, he helped me arrange the school. Maybe I will become his daughter in the future. What is wrong with helping his daughter? But Ayn Rand did not believe it and wanted her daughter to be less narcissistic, so she taught her. Don't talk nonsense. I have not even settled the score with you about the Japanese restaurant last time. Do not make me angry. Xiaoxing was pinched on the cheek, making it swollen. But she was still very optimistic about the two of them. Now it seems Uncle Yu cares about Mommy very much. The old man said he never cared about anyone. Now he is helping Mommy like this. Is not that the beginning of love? The little girl sighed like an adult. Hey, Mommy, when will you wake up? Knowing that her daughter was thinking nonsense again, Ayn Rand could not help but knock her head hard. What are you thinking nonsense again? If you have time, help with housework. When she was scrolling through her phone, she saw Xiaoxing holding something in her hand, so she asked, What is that? Xiaoxing quickly replied, It is the mail that came today, Mom. While sorting, a piece of paper fell from the pile, making Ayn Rand curious and pick it up to see, Seeing that it was an invitation made her even more puzzled. On the side of the group, Nan Chang's voice rang out, It is just a small matter. He looked at Xiaoxing's personal file and was sad. Such a lively child, why would she have this disease? Unexpectedly, Xiaoxing had congenital asthma. At that moment, she entered the office and called Nancheng. Seeing her appear here, he put down Xiaoxing's personal file and wondered, "Why are you here at this hour?" She pretended to be shy and mentioned the marriage between the two. "Didn't you intend to go to the old house to talk about the marriage with Grandpa? I will go with you." "I am a little worried. Do you think this outfit is suitable? Will Grandpa like it?" Hearing those words, Nancheng did not care at all and only replied perfunctorily, "Anyone is fine." Seeing him like this made her uncomfortable and shouted loudly, "Nancheng!" But she paid attention to the personal file on the table. What is this? A child's medical record? Who is Sheng Xiaoxing? Nancheng did not want to let her see anymore, so he took another file to block her and answered casually, "The daughter of a group employee," but a worry arose in her heart. So she questioned, "Why are you looking at the medical record of the daughter of a group employee, and which employee?" Suddenly being questioned by a woman made him frown uncomfortably. "My business. Do I have to tell you everything?" Knowing that she had slipped up, she put on a pitiful look and denied, "I did not mean that. I just asked casually." Nancheng did not seem to buy her green tea appearance and immediately drove her away. "You ask too much. You go home first. I will go straight there after I finish my work." Hearing that, she had no choice but to obey. "I know, Nancheng. Then I will go first." As soon as she left, the office door immediately closed. She immediately turned her face outside the office, remembering the name Sheng Xiaoxing. At the old house of the Yu family, Mr. Yu called and asked Xiaoxing about the kindergarten. "Has Nancheng arranged the kindergarten for you?" Receiving the answer made Mr. Yu happy. Supporting so quickly, it seems effective. Xiaoxing also happily expressed her gratitude to Mr. Yu. "Also thanks to you telling me where Uncle is. Otherwise, I would not know how to create a chance for a chance encounter for the two of them." But Mr. Yu denied it, and praised, and ran highly, "Also thanks to your mother being good, there are not many women who can make Nancheng care." As soon as she heard this, the little girl's eyes lit up as if she wanted to go through the phone. "So you mean my mother has hope?" Mr. Yu did not deny it at all, but on the contrary, he agreed very much. Not only is there hope, but there is a lot of hope. While Mr. Yu was still talking to Xiaoxing, the housekeeper came to report, "Sir, the young master and Miss Gao have arrived," knowing that Nancheng was back. Mr. Yu quickly hung up. "All right, Nancheng is back. I will ask him what he thinks, and then I will contact you again, Xiaoxing." When the three sat down at the table, Mr. Yu asked about Jing Shi. "Why did not you bring Jing Shi back with you?" But Nancheng only replied that he has been angry recently, "So I did not bring him here to bother you." Mr. Yu also took this opportunity to urge him to take a wife. "You do not take the opportunity to find a mother for Jing Shi to take care of him. He is with those people all day. How can that be good?" Nancheng did not refuse this time, but also agreed with that. "Grandpa is right. I have also considered that. I plan to get married." Hearing his intention to get married made Mr. Yu surprised. "You want to get married?" Nancheng introduced the woman he wanted to marry to Mr. Yu at this time. "Yes, so I brought Yao Wen back to talk to you." This news was like a bolt from the blue, making Mr. Yu angry. "You want to marry this girl?" Mr. Yu could not interfere and asked about Jing Shi's wishes. "Then what about Jing Shi? Does Jing Shi agree?" he affirmed. "Surely this mainly depends on Jing Shi's opinion." But Mr. Yu definitely did not believe that. Impossible. Mr. Yu immediately ordered the housekeeper to pick up Jing Shi to ask again to confirm, "Lao Chu, you go pick up Jing Shi and come here. Unless Jing Shi personally says he agrees to me. Otherwise, I will not agree." Time passed slowly to half an hour later. The housekeeper led Jing Shi to the villa. "Sir, the young master is back." As soon as she saw the boy appear, Ya Wen's face immediately became uncomfortable as a warning, making Jing Shi afraid and not daring to approach. Then his eyes became evasive. But Mr. Yu reached out and lovingly called the boy over. "Jing Shi, come here, come to Grandpa. I heard you want a mother." Hearing that, Jing Shi hurriedly shook his head to refuse. But when she gave the boy a glare, Jing Shi was frightened and nodded. Ya Wen smiled and reached out to call, "Come here, Jing Shi, come to Auntie." Receiving that fake concern made the boy even more scared, and hurriedly ignored her and ran to Mr. Yu. As soon as Mr. Yu saw it, he immediately scolded Yao Wen. Children are like this. How you communicate with them, they will respond. Yao Wen put on a pitiful and gentle look and admitted her mistake in front of Mr. Yu's scolding. Yes, Grandpa is right. I will treat Jingxi better in the future. Mr. Yu hugged Jingxi and wanted Nanchang to consider this matter carefully. You are already 30. If you have not gotten married before, there is no rush now. Marriage needs to consider all aspects. Let us talk about this later. Standing in front of Mr. Yu's straightforward refusal made her resentful. Damn old man clearly does not agree. What a waste of my wholehearted dedication to the old house for so many years. It is all for nothing. Just wait and see. This wedding, I must carry it out. After Mr. Yu's previous refusal. Now when looking at the phone, he smiled gently again. Then he called Xiaoxing and wanted to leave. I still have something to do. You guys do as you please. Seeing this, Yao Wen stood up and bowed respectfully. Grandpa, take care on the way. When Mr. Yu left, she sat down and expressed to Nanchang, Nanchang, Grandpa does not seem satisfied with me. But he did not pay attention to Mr. Yu's words and stroked Jingxi's head to persuade Yao Wen. What do you care about? Just prepare for yourself. It is enough to take good care of Jingxi. Before leaving, she did not forget to pretend to be a kind stepmother and say goodbye to the boy. Auntie is going first. Jingxi, be good at home. Her face became gloomy, and she secretly decided, it seems that Nanchang has not changed his mind for the time being. As long as I stabilize him, the opinions of that damn old man won't matter anymore. Nanchang suddenly cared about Mr. Yu's affairs and asked the housekeeper, has Grandpa been very busy lately? Who was he talking to on the phone? The housekeeper replied without any concealment. The owner has been contacting friends a lot lately, but I am not very clear about the specific situation. Hearing that it was a friend made him surprised. That night at Anran's house, Xiaoxing lay on the bed and called Mr. Yu. Knowing the situation, she was a little unhappy. You did not tell me that there was another person. If you had told me earlier, I would not have let Mommy go. It is so troublesome. At that moment, someone knocked on the door of the room. Anran entered and saw that she was still awake, so she asked, Sing Sing, it is late. Why are not you asleep yet? What are you doing? Xiaoxing hurriedly hid it. I am calling my godmother. She did not believe it, so she wanted to talk. Is that so? I also have something to find her for. Give me the phone to say a few words. Unexpectedly, the little girl cunningly refused. Godmother hung up. Godmother said she had to go to sleep. And Ran did not want to delve deeper and make her daughter sad, so she let it go. Then you go to sleep early. What time is it? Children who do not sleep early can't grow tall. Suddenly, Xiaoxing sat down to gossip with her. Mom, I just heard some very bad news. As soon as she heard this, Ran immediately made a judgment. Your godmother is hitting customers again. The little girl crossed her arms like an adult and said, Not my godmother's business. It is your business. Suddenly, it was bad news about herself that even she did not know, making Anran panic. Me? What is wrong with me? Xiaoxing said the bad news without hesitation. Mom, your new target seems to be blown away. I heard that uncle is about to get married. Hearing that news, she only showed a calm look and asked, You know too. Seeing her mother so unpromising made Xiaoxing regretful. Uncle is rich and handsome. If you marry him, you will definitely have good food and clothes. It is just a pity that you did not hold on tight. He is about to get married. Seeing her daughter actually blaming her made Ran annoyed and scolded. What are you thinking about all day in that little head of yours? Do not think nonsense all day long. Xiaoxing sadly wanted her to reconsider the matter of the two being together. Are you really not reconsidering? But Anran did not care at all and urged, Go to sleep. The next day, Nanchang took Jingxi to school. Yao Wen also followed and was puzzled. Nanchang, Jingxi is also taught at home. Why are you suddenly taking him to kindergarten? He did not hide it and said straight, more contact with more people will be beneficial to his recovery. Hearing that, she smiled and made a suggestion. If Jingxi likes more people, then we will give him a few more younger brothers and sisters in the future. Would not he have friends? But Jingxi did not think so, but on the contrary, he was very disgusted. No need, the daughter of the ugly woman will definitely be ugly too. Nanchang was not happy hearing those words, and refused. I do not have this intention for the time being. it is enough to have Jingxi alone in the house. Seeing his father thinking of him like this made the boy happy. Yao Wen was furious after hearing that. What does that mean? Getting married to me but not planning to have children? Wanting me to be a nanny for that brat for life? When they arrived at the school, Jingxi ran away quickly, making Nancheng worried and called back, Jingxi, where are you going? Jingxi, at that moment, the boy ran to hug someone's leg. It turned out to be Anne Ran. She looked down at Jingxi and asked kindly, Jingxi, are you also going to school here? The boy looked up with sparkling eyes and affirmed, At that moment, Xiaoxing also stepped out and spoke like a big sister. So you are here too. Then I have a friend. I will protect you in the future. Nancheng suddenly froze at this scene. Yao Wen followed and felt that she had met An Ran somewhere. This brat and that woman are so close, but she looks familiar. She happily turned around and greeted her superiors, Boss Yu, Ms. Gao, hello do. Seeing Jingxi happy with An Ran and her greeting just now, made Yao Wen suspicious. Boss Yu, Sheng Tang employee. She stepped forward at this time and asked with concern, You, Miss Sheng, is this your daughter? What is her name? Xiaoxing fearlessly and naturally stood out and introduced herself. My name is Sheng Xiaoxing, you can call me Xing Xing. Hearing the name of the little girl, Yao Wen had a lot of calculations. Sheng Xiaoxing is the child in that medical record. Why is Nancheng paying attention to this child? These two also have some similarities. What am I thinking? This is impossible. Seeing her expression made Xiaoxing a little unhappy. Hearing this question, Enran immediately stopped her with caution. What do you mean? Investigating the household registration, she hurriedly used a reason to cover up the question. Sing Sing grew up abroad. She does not understand the problem of last names. Miss Gao, if you want to know anything, just ask me directly. Hearing that, Yao Wen asked without hesitation, Then I will ask straight. I am actually curious. Lanbao is not a place that any ordinary child can come to. Miss Sheng's husband must be very good, right? Hearing this question really made An Ran speechless and not know what to say. Nancheng also did not want Yao Wen to delve into other people's affairs, so he stopped her. This is other people's private matter. But she did not listen and made excuses. I am just a little curious. Maybe Miss Sheng's husband is your partner. He was not very happy with that and requested, Your curiosity is a bit too much. You go to the car and wait. I will take Jingxi in. Hearing these words increased Anran's favorability towards Nancheng, and she breathed a sigh of relief in her heart. Phew, luckily, Boss Yu resolved it. Boss Yu is so good. Being driven away like that made her really unwilling, and suspicion arose in her heart. That little girl and Nancheng definitely have a relationship that is not simple. That child also. What a coincidence. Seeing the murderous aura emanating from Yao Wen made Xiaoxing uncomfortable. Brother Jingxi, is that your future stepmother? Her expression is so scary. Jingxi became even more sad after hearing those words. But fortunately, Xiaoxing was by his side to comfort him. Brother Jingxi, do not cry. My mother will be your mother in the future. Do not worry. If I have a piece of meat to eat, I won't let you just drink soup. Hearing that, the boy wrote something on the paper, making her curious. What are you writing, Brother Jingxi? There are many words I can't read. Suddenly, Jingxi threw himself at Nancheng. Then he asked him to read it out for Xiaoxing to understand. My Baba is rich. We can eat meat. We do not need to just drink soup. Jingxi, what is this you are writing? After Nancheng finished reading, the boy happily ran towards Xiaoxing. Seeing his son happy and close to Xiaoxing and An Ran, like that made him relieved. It seems that Jingxi really likes the two of them, she also added in agreement. Xingxing also likes Jingxi. Very much. Thank you very much for the matter of enrolling Xingxing. Nancheng did not consider the thank you as a big deal. It is nothing. The two children are very compatible. Xingxing is very lively. More contact with her will be beneficial to Jingxi. I hope she can be friends with Jingxi. Hearing the real reason Nancheng sponsored Xiaoxing really made An Ran helpless. Spending tens of thousands just to find a classmate for his son, not worthy of being the president. Rich people are really different. Now it was time for class, so the teacher came out to take the two children in. Jingxi, Xingxing, it is time for class. Let me take you two in. Your babas and mommies can tour Lanbao if they want. Hearing that the two would tour together made An Ran ask again to confirm. Boss Yu, let us go tour together, huh? Unexpectedly, he only coldly replied with an When the two toured together, there were two opposite evaluations. When they arrived at the dining hall, Nan Chang thought the hygiene was not up to standard. Bad evaluation. Ayn Rand, on the other hand, liked this place very much. The food is so rich. When they arrived at the classroom, he uncomfortably evaluated, the seats are too close. But unexpectedly she exclaimed, "Wow, the equipment is so complete." When they arrived at the playground, Nan Chang uncomfortably said, "No slip resistance, bad evaluation." And seeing Nan Chang's face too uncomfortable made Ayn Rand have to worry and care. "Boss Yu, where do you feel is not satisfactory?" A worry that was hard to describe arose in his heart, and he wondered, "Don't you feel that the safety measures are too poor? Slides, swings, these places?" Seeing Nan Chang's expression really made Ayn Rand speechless. Is Yu Nan Chang originally like this? He kept rambling about the safety issues in this place. What if he fell while swinging? And also, the lawn is not cleaned properly. Jingxi is easy to trip. Knowing that he was worrying too much about his son, she hurriedly reassured him, "Boss Yu, relax a little. Are you too worried about Jingxi? It is normal for children to stumble and fall. Through collisions, they will know how to protect themselves better." After hearing this persuasion, Nan Chang seemed to have to accept. That makes sense. Seeing him easily agree with her words like this surprised Ayn Rand so easily. She could not help but smile and say, "Turns out Boss Yu is so easy to coax." Hearing Ayn Rand's words made Nan Chang stunned. Easy to coax. Knowing that he did not understand, she patiently explained, "It is quite willing to listen to other people's opinions." These words really made him suspicious. "In your eyes, I am an autocratic person." But she quickly denied it decisively. "No, who does not know that our boss Yu is young and talented? Completely not an autocratic tyrant." Nan Chang did not seem to believe it, and repeated, "Tyrant." Then suddenly blocked her, making her panic. "Why so suddenly close?" Seeing his face up close made Ayn Rand shy and clear her throat. Cough, cough. Then she seriously told him what she thought was right. "I just feel that children also need their own space. They can't be raised in a greenhouse. We all have our own unique lives. You protect him in your world. He does not come into contact with the outside world. He will never know what the life he longs for is like." These words really made Nan Chang pay attention. Jingxi's own life, a unique life. Although she knew that, Ayn Rand seemed to understand his excessive worry. Perhaps, is it because Jingxi can't talk that you are so worried? Nan Chang did not make excuses and directly admitted all the blame on himself. "Anyway, if it was not for my negligence, Jingxi would not be afraid to open his mouth to speak." At this time, he had also opened up to Ayn Rand, so he told the old story. When he was 2 years old, Jingxi had a high fever. Then he refused to open his mouth anymore. The doctor said the vocal cords and nerves were not damaged. It is just a psychological problem. Knowing the reason why Jingxi could not speak made Ayn Rand surprised. Psychological problem. What is the reason? Nan Chang's face was gloomy, remembering the old story. That high fever came unexpectedly. The servants in the old house did not know anything. They could not find the cause of the matter. Knowing that she could not fix the mistakes of the past anymore, Ayn Rand advised him to look forward. "Everything has passed, Boss Yu. It will be better in the future." While talking, Nan Chang suddenly looked at his watch and saw that it was time to go to the company. "If I remember correctly, there will be a meeting at 10 of the clock this morning. I am the boss, so I can go late. What about Director Sheng?" Hearing that, Ayn Rand ran away in fear. "Aha, I am going first, Boss Yu. You do not need to rush. Just go slowly. You must go slowly." Seeing her hurried appearance made him could not help but smile, and secretly affirm, "Unexpectedly, she is quite good at taking care of children. I will exchange experiences in raising children with her in the future." After a while, Ayn Rand had left the kindergarten with the worries that still lingered before. He must have done it on purpose, to wait and see me make a fool of myself. While walking, she suddenly looked up. When she heard Ya Wen leaning against the car and calmly proposing, "Director Sheng is out alone. Let us talk a bit, by the way, huh?" She crossed her arms and repeated the matter, that she and Nan Chang were about to get married. "I am sure you know that Nan Chang and I are about to get married." Ayn Rand also answered straightforwardly without any intention. The company is spreading it so much, it is hard not to know. Ya Wen was complacent after hearing that, and reminded Ayn Rand to take back her thoughts that she should not have. It is good to know. I also hope that my and Nan Cheng's wedding will go smoothly. It is best if no one daydreams about disturbing us. And Ran understood this sentence when she said it, but still wanted to ask again to confirm. What does Ms. Gao mean? Yao Wen did not beat around the bush anymore and said, straight. Do I have to make it clear, I mean to tell you to stay away from Nan Cheng? Hearing that, she knew that Yao Wen was misunderstanding the relationship between herself and Nan Cheng, so she straightforwardly denied. Ms. Gao, Boss Yu and I are just a superior and subordinate relationship. If there is anything you are dissatisfied with, please find Boss Yu directly. I am sorry, I can't continue. After saying that, Ayn Rand turned to leave, but she did not let go, and even said contemptuous words. Still pretending, is not it just for money? I have seen many people like you. She was really made angry by Yao Wen, and got angry. What kind of person is this? If she was not someone from the related side, I would have cursed her for a while. And you Nan Cheng too. Can you manage your soon-to-be wife? While Ayn Rand was annoyed, she puffed out her cheeks, which were extremely cute, making Nan Cheng, who came out see this scene, also unconsciously smile. What is wrong again? Why does it seem like she is annoyed? Yao Wen hurriedly turned her face and pretended to be like a willow that asked, Nan Cheng, are you and Miss Sheng very close? But he denied it without hesitation. No, she still did not believe that. But even the matter of arranging for her daughter to enter kindergarten, you also did, is not that being too concerned. Hearing these words, it was as if she was blaming him, making him uncomfortably ask straight, I do not remember telling you about this. Knowing that she had slipped up, she hurriedly defended, Nan Cheng. I just accidentally found out, when chatting with the driver. I did not deliberately find out. After hearing these words, Nan Cheng also had to think for a long time about the things he had done. She is right, if it is just to thank her for saving Jingxi. It is really not necessary to do it to this extent. She really is very special. There is a very familiar feeling. At Sheng Tang Group, the secretary called out, Boss Yu. He went ahead and ordered, if everyone is here, let us start the meeting. When he sat down to start the meeting, Nan Cheng noticed that Anran had not arrived yet, so he asked, where's Director Sheng? One of the directors immediately replied for her. Boss Yu, the hotel has an important wedding planned today. Director Sheng has gone to the scene. Hearing that, he only calmly replied, I know. Then he learned from other employees that Director Sheng was checking rooms for guests upstairs. Another employee said, Director Sheng, she has a client in the afternoon, so she went to pick them up. The wedding preparations are almost done. Only a special kind of flower is missing. Director Sheng has gone to urge them. When Nan Cheng caught up and wanted to call Anran, Sheng, but she immediately interrupted, wanting to avoid him. Boss Yu, I am leaving work. I still have to pick up my child. Anran hurriedly ran away, but did not forget to politely greet her boss. Goodbye, Boss Yu. Seeing her obvious actions made him realize and ask the secretary directly, is she avoiding me? The secretary hesitated when asked, maybe Director Sheng is too busy. Anne Ran on this side escaped from Nan Cheng and breathed a sigh of relief. Whew. She found that he kept looking for her recently and could not understand it. What is wrong with Yu Nancheng recently? Is the domineering president so free? I have to stay away from him. Otherwise someone will be uneasy and cause trouble, then I will be tired again. At that moment, Shu Jing called. As soon as she answered, Shu Jing on the other side quickly reported, Anran, the necklace you investigated has news. The owner of the necklace was the man from that year. Just find him, and you can find the child who was taken away. After ending the call, someone else called, Sheng Anran. Her stepsister appeared with a contemptuous expression. Is that really you? It has been 5 years since you came home. If Dad knows you are back in the capital without telling him, how disappointed he will be. Anran did not give her a good look, and straightforwardly despised her. Sheng Anyao. Is not this exactly what you want, without me fighting for the family property? Your mother and daughter must laugh until you wake up every night. Her words made Anyao furious, and deny, stop spitting blood. I am the eldest daughter of the Sheng family. The Sheng family originally has a share for me. Anne Rand did not care at all, and kept pressing on her weakness. Eldest illegitimate daughter, really an upright name. I am not continuing. Eldest Miss Sheng. An Yao could not bear it, and immediately warned. Sheng and Xing, An Ran, you wait, If you have the ability, never come back. She resentfully thought. Damn it! The plan was clearly perfect. She should have been disgraced. Who took her away that year? It does not matter anymore. At most, I will do it again. That night, Nancheng lay on the bed, and Ya Wen pressed on him, calling continuously. Nancheng! Nancheng! Are you still awake? She touched his face lightly, and then remembered, I forgot, after taking the medicine, how could he be awake? A moment before, Ya Wen brought him a glass of water. Nancheng, drink some water. He unexpectedly accepted it without any precautions. It is late, you go back first. Seeing that her plan was about to succeed made her excited. Nancheng, you see, firing the driver, on the contrary, created an opportunity for me. This is really God helping me. After today, I am definitely Mrs. Yu. While she was happy that her plan was about to succeed, there was a sound outside, making her cautious. Who? She could not help but scold outside. Didn't I say, do not come in to disturb me? But when she saw the person who came was Yu Jingxi. Then Ya Wen only calmly ordered, why are you so disobedient? Who let you come up here? Go back to your room quickly. But the boy refused to listen and held on tightly to her hand with determination. I do not want this ugly woman to be my mother. Seeing Jingxi blocking her way too much now made her furious and cursed, get out, do not ruin my business. She pushed the boy straight down the stairs with her hand. Jingxi was hit hard and fainted. Seeing that she had caused a big problem made Ya Wen panic. Why is it like this? No, I can't let others find out it was me. This stinky brat does not dare to resist me. He won't make any trouble. It is best to die. It is still better to quickly cook the rice into porridge. She looked at her hand that just pushed Jingxi down. Then she hid in the room and nervously bit her nails, listening to the panicked voices of the servants outside. The young master fell. There is too much bleeding. Call the doctor quickly. Where's the master? Quickly tell the master. At that moment, she also hurriedly climbed onto Nancheng's bed. Just when the servant ran in to call, Master, something has happened. As soon as she saw someone coming in, Ya Wen scolded loudly. Who let you in? Nancheng was also awakened by the noise. He sat up in a daze. Why are you here? Ya Wen pretended to be shy and recounted what had not happened. Nancheng, I brought you back. Then you kept wanting to. He did not remember anything and only felt a headache. When the servant informed, Master, the young master just fell down the stairs. Nancheng quickly woke up in alarm. What did you say? At the hospital. Anran knew that Jingxi was injured, so she brought Shaoxing to visit. While walking, she urged her mother, Mom, come here quickly. Brother Jingxi is in this room. Let us go visit him. She did not know why Shaoxing knew about this, so she questioned, Where did you hear about Jingxi having an accident in the middle of the night? Are you dreaming? But the little girl definitely affirmed, I know. If you do not believe me, come with me to see. Anran hurriedly stopped her. Xing Xing, what if we are bothering others by going in like this? At that moment, the door opened, and Mr. Yu also appeared and seriously asked, Who are you? As soon as she saw Mr. Yu, Shaoxing quickly introduced. Hello, I am Sheng Shaoxing. This is my mother. The two of us came to visit Brother Jingxi, knowing Mr. Under. Yu's identity, Anran also hurriedly greeted. Hello, Yu Dong. I am Sheng Anran, director of Shangtang Hotel. At that moment, Shaoxing winked at Yu Dong, as if the plan had succeeded. Seeing Mr. Yu's appearance at the hospital, Anran could also confirm what Shaoxing had said before. Yu Dong is also here, so Jingxi is really injured. Mr. Yu spoke up to let them in. Come in. As soon as she entered, she saw Jingxi lying unconscious on a hospital bed, making Anran worried. Why did Jingxi suddenly fall from the stairs? His head was hit. He had a few stitches. His arm is also broken. She could not help but come over and stroke the boy's head. Poor thing. At that moment, Nancheng's voice rang out and asked, Why are you here? Anran turned to look. Then she saw him and Ya Wen walking in together. He hurriedly questioned. Besides the helpers in the house, no one knows about Jingxi being injured. Where did you hear the news from? Anran herself heard it from Shaoxing but did not know how to explain it, and hesitated. Suddenly, Mr. Yu slammed his cane on the ground. Then he asked Nancheng with a black face. I said it, so what? You are still not ashamed to doubt others. People take care of their daughters so well. Look at yourself. Jingxi can also be injured at home. Nancheng only felt guilty and did not speak. After hearing that, Ya Wen hurriedly explained the reason. Grandpa, Nancheng is too tired today. He also did not want to, but Mr. Yu did not want to listen, and pointed at her face and threatened, "Silence. I will investigate today's matter carefully. Whoever's involved should not expect to escape." Just now showing his dissatisfaction with the two, Mr. Yu turned around and changed his face instantly to An Ran. "Miss Sheng, I heard that you saved Jingxi before. Jingxi also likes you very much, you see. If you are free, I do not know if it is convenient for you to come visit Jingxi often. He will definitely be very happy." Hearing that proposal, An Ran was also very willing to help. Of course it is. I also like Jingxi very much. After entrusting it to her, Mr. Yu turned to face Ya Wen with a stern face. "And you? Why are you still here?" She hurriedly put on a pitiful look and left. "Then I won't bother anymore." But in her heart, it was a fake and resentful face. Why is that old man treating her so well? Do not tell me he is planning to let her be Yu Jingxi's stepmother. How can that be? I have to quickly get rid of her. After chasing Ya Wen away, Mr. Yu winked at Xiaoxing, and the little girl also responded cleverly. Then Xiaoxing used her exaggerated acting skills to complain, "Yui, I am so hungry." Mr. Yu also immediately followed and echoed her plan. "Let Grandpa take you to eat delicious food. The nutritional menu here is not bad." When An Ran wanted to stop her, both of them had immediately disappeared without a trace. Finally, only 2 people were left in the room, so An Ran asked about Jingxi's situation. Did the doctor say when he will wake up? Nancheng knew that she was concerned about his son. So he also answered, because he was injected with anesthesia, the effects of the medicine have not worn off yet. Knowing that she was a busy person, he also understood and persuaded her. "Don't mind the words Grandpa said. You are also very busy. About Jingxi, I will arrange it properly." But An Ran did not feel it was anything difficult, so she also agreed. "It is okay. I also want to visit Jingxi. He likes the food I cook. Maybe he will recover faster." Hearing these words really made Nancheng have to ponder and ask himself, "Sheng An Ran, are you so good to everyone?" Mr. Yu and Xiaoxing eavesdropped outside and were delighted that the plan was successful. Outside the hospital, Ya Wen was shocked after hearing the information from the other end of the phone. What? She gnashed her teeth in resentment because she knew the blood relationship between An Ran and Jingxi. The relationship between Sheng An Ran and Yu Jingxi is mother and son. The person on the other side could not help but sigh at this awkward situation. The one-night stand partner from a few years ago can also meet again. Do not you think this is fate? Finally, Ya Wen could confirm. So it is her. After the person on the other side reported everything, he did not forget to remind her, "Don't forget the remaining money." After hanging up, she fell into contemplation with a series of conspiracies. "No, I absolutely can't let Nancheng know about this, otherwise I will have no chance to win at all." Ya Wen immediately sent a file to someone with the request, "I am sending you a file, deal with the people who know about it on there, including the detective with the surname Gu." The next day, An Ran and Xiaoxing had come to the Yu family villa. As soon as he saw that it was the 2 of them, Jingxi happily opened the door for the 2. Seeing Xiaoxing running over to hug Jingxi, An Ran hurriedly stopped her. "Be careful not to touch your brother's hand." But the little girl did not care at all and asked with concern, "Brother Jingxi, are you okay?" Nancheng also came out to greet the 2 in casual clothes. "You are here." An Ran also knew very well that she was a guest in someone else's house and expressed, "Boss Yu, I have been too busy this week. I only have time to visit Jingxi now. I have bothered you." He did not mind and invited them into the house. As soon as she entered, she saw the decorated interior and was surprised to the point of being speechless. Nancheng also patiently explained the reason. "This is all Jingxi insisted on decorating. Welcome the 2 of you to come to our house to play." As soon as she saw the big bear, Xiaoxing hurriedly ran over and shouted, "Wow, the bear is so big!" Seeing her daughter so happy made her breathe a sigh of relief. And there seemed to be a sway of emotion in her heart. Seeing An Ran yawning with a tired breath, Nancheng was worried and asked with concern, "Are you very tired?" She also admitted, Recently I started taking Xiaoxing to kindergarten. And part of it is because the hotel's plan is also at a crucial stage, so I do not have time to rest. At this time, he suddenly proposed, "If you are too tired, why do not you take a vacation?" Knowing that his heart was very good, she still refused. "Let us forget it. It is all work that is under my responsibility. I remember. We still have a bet waiting. I won't be negligent." After a while, a loud thunder rang outside, causing Ayn Rand to worry and want to go home early before it rained even harder. "Thunder, it is going to rain. The two of us have to hurry home." Nanchang felt sorry that she wanted to leave so soon. "Do you have to go already?" Ayn Rand affirmed that she had to go home and also promised to come next time. "It is really a bit late. Another day when I am free, I will stay and play with Jingji more." As soon as she finished speaking, she went into the room to find Xiaoxing to go home. "Xiaoxing, come here, let us go home." But the little girl cunningly hugged the teddy bear, putting on a pitiful look so that she and Nanchang could have more contact. "Mom, I am so afraid of thunder. Can we not go out?" Ayn Rand did not seem to believe her words and straightforwardly exposed her. "Why do not? I remember you being afraid of thunder. Xing Xing, what are you planning again?" The little girl pretended not to hear. But when she saw him, she put on a pitiful look and called Uncle Yu. Finally, standing in front of Xiaoxing's coquettishness also made him soften and persuade. "Ayn Rand, the thunder is so loud, it is normal for children to be afraid. Wait for the rain to stop. I will have the driver take you two home." But she did not accept and wanted to teach him a lesson. "Boss Yu, you can't raise children without principles." Before she could finish speaking, Jingxi threw himself into her arms with a cute expression, making her soften. "Hey, Jingxi does not want to be separated from Xing Xing." The boy affirmed. Finally, she had to accept. "All right, then I will stay a little longer." Nanchang, like a father, picked up Xiaoxing into the room and suggested that he would play with the two children. "If you still have to write the plan, then go to the study. I will play with the kids." Seeing that he was here, Ayn Rand was also at ease, so she accepted. "All right, Boss Yu." Suddenly she realized that she was being exploited by this devil boss. "Wait a minute, is not it I am writing the plan, and you are sitting and playing with the children?" Although she thought that, Ayn Rand, still focused on completing the plan, finally finished. "Let us go home." Coming to the room of the little kids, she was looking forward to the happy scene with them. What is wrong with these kids? But she was even more surprised to see that the three had fallen asleep together. Seeing that Nanchang did not cover the blanket properly, Ayn Rand tiptoed closer to put the blanket on him. Unexpectedly, at this moment, he grabbed her hand tightly and pulled her closer. His mouth still mumbled orders, "Don't move." Afraid that he would misunderstand the current situation when he woke up, she decided to take a picture as evidence. To take a picture, wait for him to wake up and show it to him. When the phone took a picture, Nanchang's beauty was even more magnified, making Ayn Rand also embarrassed when looking at her infatuation. "What am I doing? Even if Boss Yu is handsome, he is still my boss. I must be lacking sleep recently." Finally, she did not want to be in this situation anymore, so she tried to pull her hand out to pull my arm out first. As soon as she pulled her hand away from him, she happily looked at her hand and rejoiced. I pulled it out. At the same time, Nanchang had also woken up and witnessed everything just now. "What are you doing?" Enron came closer and wanted to explain the situation. "Boss Yu, let me explain." But Nanchang did not listen and straightforwardly interrupted. "How do you want to explain?" "Ms. Shang, do not tell me I was dreaming and hugged you over here." Being said that, she did not know how to justify anymore, so she stammered. "Also, it is not entirely impossible." Right at that moment, a call came. Ayn Rand quickly answered the phone. "Hello?" In her heart, she rejoiced that the call came at the right time. "Whose phone is it?" "It is really a savior." Li Yue at the other end of the line asked with concern. "Ayn Rand? Am I bothering you so late?" Knowing it was Li Yue made her puzzled. "Li Yue? Why is it her?" She mentioned the wedding invitation that she had sent to her before, so she repeated. "Actually, I'm afraid you did not see the engagement invitation that we sent. You have to remember to come. And remember to bring your boyfriend, too." Suddenly saying that she had to bring her boyfriend made Ayn Rand panic. "Wait a minute. Since when did I have a boyfriend?" But she did not listen and insisted on following her own arrangement. "We will always be waiting for you." At the same time, when Nanchang heard the whole conversation, he was also kind enough to want to help. "Do you need help like last time, pretending to be your boyfriend?" On the day of the wedding, Anran also came to Xiaoze and Li Yue's wedding. Out of respect, as soon as she arrived, there were words of discussion about her. Isn't that Sheng Anran, who was abandoned by Xiaozi and then dropped out of school and disappeared? Hearing those discussions made her feel lucky that Nancheng did not come with her. It is lucky that I did not let Boss Yu come with me, otherwise who knows what they would spread the rumors into. I have to find Li Yue to explain. Clearly, she was about to ignore those discussions. But those people became more and more excessive. Oh, do not you know anything? At that moment, Xiaoze also came out to greet her. Anran, why did you come here? You are so beautiful now that I do not even dare to recognize you. Anran was uncomfortable hearing those words and wanted to get angry, but she still calmly replied, Of course I came, because I received the invitation your bride to be called in the middle of the night. If I did not come, it would be as if I had something shady. During his own wedding, Xiaoze still shamelessly wanted to explain to defend himself. I am sorry. I did not know Li Yue would be so abrupt, making you embarrassed. Anran, actually I do not love her. I have really regretted it these past few years. I regret that day. Before he could utter those disgusting words, Li Yue immediately appeared and took his arm, showing affection. Seeing Anran, she leaned closer and acted, I thought Az was talking to someone. Anran, why did you come alone? Did not you say you would bring your boyfriend? Xiaoze was really surprised to hear that she had a boyfriend. Li Yue confirmed that on the side. That is right. Anran's boyfriend is the young master of Shengxi Group. We all met last time. Az, have you forgotten? At the same time, An Yao also appeared and said sarcastically to Anran, With just you want to rely on the young master of Shengxi Group, bragging without knowing shame. Sheng Anran, you dropped out of school and are loitering everywhere. I even feel ashamed for the family. Hearing An Yao say everything so clearly only gave the others more to talk about. Oh, that is the eldest miss of the Sheng family. Why does she understand Sheng Anran so well? The names of the two are similar. Could they be sisters? I have never heard of the Sheng family having two daughters. Is this person named Anran an illegitimate child? Anran could not bear the accusations in front of her and asked her straight, Sheng An Yao, what qualifications do you have to criticize me? Do I need to say all the good things you have done? An Yao did not want her bad things to be revealed, so she used her affairs to cover up. No matter what you say, it can't change the fact that you fell by yourself. Do you dare to say again that Boss Yu is your boyfriend? At the same time, Xiaoze also stood up to defend Anran, but in reality, he was extremely fake. Why does Miss Sheng have to force people like this? Anran just does not want us to worry. Right, Anran. Explain to everyone that there is no misunderstanding that can't be resolved. These people ganged up to slander, making her uncomfortable. Why do I have to? At that moment, Nan Cheng's voice echoed from outside in a firm way. Why does my fiancé have to explain to you? Seeing the person who just spoke was him made her surprised. You Nancheng, why did you come here? An Yao was even more stunned than ever after hearing his name. What did she say? He is Yu Nancheng. Seeing the two standing next to each other, feeling very affectionate, the people present at the wedding immediately flooded in and scrambled to confirm and wanted to build relationships. I have met Boss Yu. It is really him. She really is Boss Yu's girlfriend. Boss Yu said she is his fiancée. Maybe she will be Mrs. Yu in the future. Seeing everyone not caring about the owners of the wedding and rushing towards Nancheng made Li Yue panic. Oh, today is my engagement party. Xiaoze was at his own wedding but still had impure thoughts about Anran. That is right. How can she be someone else's fiancée? Everyone surrounded the two. Boss Yu, I have always liked you. You are my idol. Boss Yu, can you give me a way to contact you? I have a big deal. It is not convenient to talk about it here. Boss Yu, do you still remember me? I am the person in charge of the Chenji project. We met 2 years ago. Knowing that she had caused trouble for him, Anran whispered to find a way out. Boss Yu, let us find an excuse to get out of here. I have caused you trouble today. Nancheng teased her shamelessly after hearing that. Only now does Director Sheng know about trouble. Before, when pretending to be my girlfriend, I did not see you hating trouble. At the same time, Xiaoze pushed everyone away and wanted to toast Nancheng and Anran. Don't leave yet, unexpectedly. You really are with Boss Yu. I sincerely congratulate you. Come on, let us clink glasses. Consider it as a farewell. He also did not hesitate to stand up against him by receiving the wine. Instead, "She is not good at drinking, let me do it for her." But Kao Zhe, who was about to get married, said, "This is for the matter between us. It is not very appropriate for boss you to do it instead." Nancheng bluntly wondered, "She is with me now. What is not appropriate?" Not wanting this chaotic situation to continue, Anne Rand snatched the glass of wine in their hands and toasted, "It is just a glass of wine. What is there to push around for? I would drink it. I wish we will never meet again." As soon as she finished speaking, she drank it all in one go. But when he saw her drinking, Qiao Zhe revealed a rogue smile and thought, "Never meet again. It is a pity that it can't be what you want." As soon as she finished drinking, a dizziness came over her. "Oh, why do I feel a little dizzy?" Seeing this, Kao Zhe came forward and pretended to be concerned. "You really are not good at drinking. There are rooms upstairs that have been booked in advance. Let me take you up to rest." But Nancheng did not give him the opportunity and pulled Anne Ran into his arms and refused. "No need, I will take her home." Seeing the affectionate scene between the two made Kao Zhe not smile and still try to persuade, "There are many guests in the lobby, just let her rest here." Realizing that he kept wanting to keep Anne Ran here, Nancheng straightforwardly exposed him. "You really want her to stay here, Mr. Cao? Do you have any special arrangements?" Knowing that he had been seen through, he had to give up. No, I am just worried." He did not want to say more to him and took An Ran away. "I won't bother Mr. Qiao anymore. We will take our leave." Seeing his plan fail like this made Xiaoze unwilling. Damn it! As soon as she got in the car, An Ran had been affected by the medicine, so she could not bear it anymore and wanted to release it. "Hot, it is so hot. Yunnan Cheng, I am so hot." Seeing her in this state, he also confirmed, "There is a problem with that glass of wine." She seemed unable to stop panting. Clinging to the warmth of Nancheng's skin, knowing she could not do more, he advised her, "Just bear with it a little longer. We will get to the hospital." But she did not listen and did as she pleased, making Nancheng helplessly say, "Sheng'an Ran, wake up." An Ran's reason was clouded by the drugs, and she just clung to him. Arousing the fire in his heart, he pinned her down. Then, pressing close, he reminded her one last time before acting, "I warned you. This is your choice." And that night, in the hotel, everything became chaotic. Nancheng watched Anran sleep soundly in his arms, savoring the moment. She was so wild in the car, but now she is so quiet when she sleeps. He reached for his phone and got up. He immediately answered the call and went straight to the point. "Have you found the missing butler? Tell him to come and see me." After a night of passion, Anran opened her eyes and woke up. Feeling a bit disoriented with her aching body, she wondered, "Why am I so sore all over?" At the same time, Nancheng asked, "Awake?" Hearing his voice, Anran immediately turned around. She gasped, "CEO Lu, why are you?" His face did not change as he replied, "This is my house." His words plunged her into utter confusion. "Your house? Why am I here? What happened? What happened?" She quickly pulled up the blanket and looked at her body. Nancheng did not avoid anything and admitted everything. "We did everything." These words made Anran lose all face and hide in the blanket with embarrassment. Knowing how she felt, he did not say much and instructed, "I will go downstairs first. There are clothes prepared for you on the headboard. Change and come down for breakfast." Hiding in the blanket, Anran embarrassedly questioned herself about what happened last night. "Oh no, how could I sleep with my boss?" After changing, she went downstairs. She saw everyone at the table. Old Lu was happy to see Anran and immediately greeted her. "Little Sheng, I did not expect to see you today. Come, sit down and eat with the family." After what had just happened, seeing everyone made her even more embarrassed. She quickly waved her hand. "No need, Chairman Lu. How could I dare eat with you? What a frozen scene." Nancheng calmly pulled out a chair and called her over. "Eat first. You have not eaten all day. After you finish, I will take you and the child home." Seeing Nancheng's concern for Anran, Old Lu and Xiaojing exchanged excited glances. Finally, Old Lu cleared his throat and stood up. "Ahem. I know about what happened between you two. I believe Nancheng will give you an explanation." Hearing that Old Lu knew about last night made Anran even more panicked. Chairman Lu, you have misunderstood. CEO Lu and I do not have anything going on. You do not need to give me any explanation. Nan Cheng sipped his tea and confirmed, Don't worry about it, Grandpa. But old Lu insisted on interfering. How can I not worry about your affairs if you and little Shang are meant to be? Then get rid of those silly rumors. I think you two are a good match. These words confused Anran, who was involved. Meant to be since when? Old Lu did not say much more, hugged his two grandchildren, smiled brightly, and instructed, You two do not need to rush to leave tonight. Just stay here and rest. Jing Jing, there is a toy room here. Let us go play together. Faced with this situation, Anran was truly stunned by the shock. Old Lu did not want to be a third wheel, so he left. Winking and trusting, I have given you the opportunity. Explain yourself properly. After a while, they sat next to each other in a quiet and embarrassing atmosphere. Nan Cheng suddenly took the initiative to ask, About today. I want to ask you, have we really never met before? But why do I feel so familiar with you? Anran suddenly interrupted, CEO Lu. Today was just an accident. You do not need to worry about it. We are both adults, I won't mind. I do not need you to take responsibility. I am not that kind of person. Hearing the words do not mind made his face even colder. Knowing she could not reach the high branches, Anran explained, That is right. It is just that Chairman Lu misunderstood the situation earlier. He must have thought we liked each other, so he said those things. We can explain it clearly later. The more Nan Cheng heard, the darker his expression became. Unable to hold back anymore, he stood up and chimed in, You are right. There is a reason for what happened today. I will definitely investigate thoroughly. Coming to the engagement party was also because Jingxi suddenly begged me. If that is the case, then let us not let anyone misunderstand. He left, but his heart was full of worries. If she does not consider it at all, then what should I think about? I am just her medicine. Seeing Nan Cheng leave, Anran breathed a sigh of relief. What was that all about? Just then, her phone vibrated with a message from Xiaoxi. She gave her a heads up, Anran, I am coming back to the country soon. Seeing her friend coming back to the country made her happy. Xiaoxi, the big star, finally made time to come back. That night, after Anran had lulled Xiaojing to sleep, she really did not understand the little girl's reaction. She finally fell asleep. Why does she get so excited when she sees CEO Lu and Jingxi? In her sleep, Xiaojing unconsciously called out Dad. Causing Anran's heart to ache, Jingjing really wants a dad, but how can CEO Lu and I be together? She thought about the happy scene of a family of 4. If Lu Menchang. She quickly snapped back to reality. Oh my God, what am I thinking? After putting Xiaojing to sleep, she felt hungry and went to the kitchen to find food. What is there to eat? Just then, Nan Cheng appeared like a ghost and asked, What are you doing? This sudden appearance startled her. But she just smiled awkwardly and brushed it off. I can't say I am so hungry I am seeing stars. At the same time, Nan Cheng's stomach rumbled, and the two of them looked at each other embarrassedly. CEO Lu, too. He opened the refrigerator to see if there was any food, but there was nothing. Looks like there is nothing to eat. At the same time, Anran poked her head in to look. Let me see. Seeing many cooking ingredients in the refrigerator made her excited. There are quite a few ingredients here. Anran took an egg, smiled brightly, and suggested, Want to try my cooking? Nan Cheng seemed swayed by her appearance and replied, Okay. Then Anran put the stove on and cooked noodles. The scene of the two of them standing in the kitchen was a perfect picture. Thought Nan Cheng was cold, but he paid attention to the small things around her. Your apron's coming loose. Hearing this, she shyly grabbed the apron strings and stammered, I can fix it myself. This situation made both of them embarrassed and avoid each other. Finally, the food was cooked. Anran smiled and gave Nan Cheng a bowl. Here, try it. Seeing that he was not moving his chopsticks, she was confused. Why are not you eating? Are you waiting for me to serve you, young master? But she immediately understood and asked with concern, Why are not you eating? Have you never had this before? Nan Cheng did not hesitate to confirm, Yeah, never. Hearing this, Anran sympathized with him. I understand. When I was the second daughter of the Sheng family, I was the same. not to mention my stepmother and them. This kind of black bean noodles, I guess they will never eat in their lives. Suddenly Nanchang mentioned Ann Yao. I remember your sister and you are half-sisters, and she is only 2 months older than you. Seeing that he knew her family situation so well, made Anran even more curious. Even this, CEO Lu investigated. He did not want to admit he cared about her, and used his son as an excuse. Jingxi likes you very much, so of course I have to find out. Finally, Nanchang bluntly asked, your father had an affair. Do not you hate him? This question really saddened Anran, reminding her of her deceased mother. I just feel it is unfair to my mother. Nanchang suddenly said sternly, if it were me, I would kick him and the mistress out of the house. As soon as he finished speaking, he stood up, making Anran worried. Are you angry? Did I say something wrong? In the room, a book was thrown down, along with a happy photo of a father and son. Nanchang lay on the bed with resentment in his heart. It was that woman who betrayed my father back then, causing him to die early. Letting her go was the right thing to do. Thinking of this, he threw the photo away. The next day at the company, Anran remembered Nanchang's anger yesterday and could not understand it. What is wrong with Lu Nanchang? Why did he react so strongly? At the same time, there was chatter in front of the hotel. Is that Xiaoxi? It is him. Can I get his autograph? Hearing someone mention the name Xiaoxi caught Anran's attention. Seeing Xiaoxi appear in front of the hotel like this really made Anran helpless. It is him. Standing right at the door like that, something bad is going to happen. He was Xiaoxi, a cello artist. As soon as he saw Anran, he greeted her excitedly, Hi, I am back. Seeing Xiaoxi was too outstanding, Anran went over and took his hand. Then she pulled him into the hotel, making Xiaoxi unhappy. Why are you going so fast? In a secluded corner, Anran was out of breath, making Xiaoxi worried. Anran, are you okay? As soon as they met, she sternly blamed him for being too high profile today. You little brat, what did you call me? Also, you have to be aware of your reputation in the country. Going out so swaggeringly, what if you get blocked? Knowing he had committed a crime, Xiaoxi immediately apologized like a puppy. Sister Anran, I was wrong. Finally, faced with that expression, she could not do anything more and had to let it go. All right, I will let it go this time. Let us go, it is almost time to get off work. I will treat you to dinner. Xiaoxi suddenly remembered something and pulled her back. Wait. Then he leaned in and hugged Anran to recharge his depleted energy. Let me recharge a bit. I have been on a plane for over 40 hours. I am exhausted. Just let me hug you for a little longer. He was being too intimate in the lobby, making her embarrassedly scold him. You are old enough to be an adult. Stop acting like a child. Just then, someone with a murderous aura appeared and loudly called out, Sheng Anran. Nanchang had witnessed everything and immediately stepped forward with displeasure and demanded, Director Sheng, are not you going to introduce us? As soon as she saw him, she pushed Xiaoxi away like a little squirrel. CEO Lu. Then she happily introduced the two of them. This is my younger brother, Xiaoxi. Xiaoxi, this is CEO Lu. Xiaoxi greeted him like a little brother. Hello, CEO Lu. Nanchang was suspicious. Your younger brother, his surname is Xiao. Faced with that question, she did not know how to explain, and hesitated a bit. The reason is a bit complicated. At the same time, Xiaoxi could not wait any longer, and urged, Anran, hurry up and pack up. We are going to pick up Jing after work. Saying that, he pushed Anran away, but she did not forget to politely say goodbye to Nanchang. CEO Lu, I will go first. While pushing her, Xiaoxi asked for help. Oh right, where are you living? I just came back to the country and do not have a place to live. Can you take me in? These words confused Anran. Didn't your company book a hotel? He explained without hiding. I terminated my contract. Hearing that conversation made Nanchang suspicious. What do you mean by take him in? Watching the two of them leave. From Lu Nanchang's perspective, it was very affectionate, which made him jealous, and he suggested, let me take you too. But Anran did not want to bother him, and refused. That is not a good idea. Nanchang insisted on giving them a ride. I was going to pick up Jingxi anyway. It is just on the way. She did not want to, but realized Xiaoxi had just been recognized. Let us go from the parking garage for safety. So she smiled and accepted. Then we will trouble CEO Lu. Then the two of them walked together to pick up the two children. Seeing that Xiaoxi was not with them, Nancheng was curious. Where's your younger brother? Xiaoxi was hiding in a corner nearby. I am here. Anran embarrassedly replied, he is not very convenient. At the same time, he spoke up, wanting her to understand. As a public figure, living in your house is even more inconvenient. But Anran did not care much. Don't worry, CEO Lu. The area where I live is quite secluded, or rather, not too eye-catching. At this moment, Xiaojing pulled Jingxi and ran over, calling out loudly, Mom, Uncle Lu. The little girl rushed over to hug her, causing Anran to lose her balance, which made Nancheng worried. He reached out to support her, but seeing that she did not fall, he slowly retracted his hand. Xiaojing excitedly suggested her plan for today. Mom, we are going to Uncle Lu's house to play today, right? But Anran winked and refused, acting mysterious. Not today, we have a guest today. Making Xiaojing curious, a guest? At the same time, Xiaoxi jumped out of the bushes and made faces for Xiaojing. Jing, do you miss me? As soon as she saw him, the little girl excitedly replied, Yes, I miss you so much. Xiaoxi hugged Xiaojing and lifted her up high, making her happy. I won't leave again this time. We have not seen each other for so long. Then he hugged her and confirmed, I won't leave again. Your mom has agreed to let me live with you all. Hearing this, the little girl's eyes lit up. The three of them were having fun. When they saw the two fathers and sons on this side were very sad. Jingxi, it seems you can't play with Jingjing today, because they have a more important guest. Xiaojing saw that the two of them were so sad, and came up with an idea, and suggested to both of them, That is right, brother Jingxi, why do not you and Uncle Lu come to my house to play? As soon as she heard this, Anran immediately refused. But she was interrupted by Nancheng. Okay, why? Director Sheng, are you not welcoming us? I thought our relationship was not too bad. Faced with that question, she embarrassedly denied, No, I welcome you. I am overjoyed. At this time, Xiaoxi also asked in a low voice, Sister Anran, is not the CEO Lu your boss? Is it okay to bring children to a subordinate's house to play? But without waiting for Anran to hesitate, Nancheng shamelessly replied for her. Based on the relationship between me and Director Sheng, I believe she won't mind this. Besides, a national star can terminate his contract and not have a place to live, which seems even more inappropriate. Faced with that sarcastic remark, Xiaoxi just replied calmly, I am very close to Sister Anran. At the same time, some people who passed by noticed Xiaoxi and discussed, That person looks familiar, he seems like a star. Seeing that she could not let things become more complicated, Anran quickly interjected, Okay everyone, let us go, get in the car quickly. Xiaoxi took Xiaojing's hand and walked ahead. The little girl asked, Brother Xiaoxi, did you bring anything interesting this time? He patiently replied, This time I brought the latest gaming machine. I will teach you how to play in the car later. Nancheng saw Xiaoxi's childish appearance and looked at Anran and said, Your younger brother seems a little childish. She looked worried and replied, Yeah, that is right. He just likes to talk nonsense. Suddenly he spoke up in a reassuring tone as if implying something. Boys usually mature a little later. At this age, he is not fully grown yet. Anran knew she had troubled him today, so she quickly apologized. I have troubled CEO Lu. But he did not care about that at all, and instead advised, We are considered friends now. You do not need to mind these little things. Let us go. Back at home, Xiaoxi opened the door and greeted Nancheng and Jingxi like a host. CEO Lu, Jingxi, welcome to our house. Seeing Xiaoxi's excessive naturalness made him uncomfortable, and he confirmed again, It is your sister's house. But Xiaoxi did not care and reasoned, I am staying here tonight so it can be considered my house too. At the same time, Anran pushed him inside. Don't talk so much. Once inside, she instructed Xiaojing, Jingjing, take everyone to the living room to sit down. Mom will make some tea. The little girl excitedly took on the task. I guarantee to complete the mission. While Anran was making tea for the guests, Xiaojing was arranging the seats. Uncle Lu, sit here. Xiaoxi also sat down and pretended to ask Nancheng for help. Anran just came back to the country not long ago. I also heard about her joining the Shengduang group. She does not have many friends, so thank you, CEO Lu, for taking care of her. But he flatly denied. She relies on her own abilities. What is your relationship with her? I have never heard her say that she has a younger brother. Xiao Si smiled brightly and explained the relationship between the two. Really, I am the person Anran picked up, not her biological younger brother. Do you know the concept of raising a husband from a young age? No, we will definitely get married later. Although he heard that, Nan Cheng did not take it to heart and found it ridiculous. Ha! That is funny. Hearing that the relationship between the two was tarnished made Xiao Si uncomfortable. I am serious anyway. Anran will be with me in the future. If you do not believe it, ask Jing Jing. Immediately, the two of them stared at Xiao Jing. Nan Cheng's heart was filled with competitive waves. That is also good, the type that was raised from a young age. Xiao Jing stood between the two and stammered, asking me, if brother Xiao Si is my dad, that would be cool too. Of course, CEO Lu is also great. In his heart, Xiao Si was secretly certain. This man definitely likes Anran, and is taking the opportunity to approach the child to get close to Anran. What a schemer. Xiao Jing did not want to stand between the two anymore, so she took Jingxi's hand and pulled him to tour the house. Brother Jingxi, I will take you to see my room. I have a Rubik's Cube that I have not solved yet. Can you help me solve it? At this time, the little girl became embarrassed by her own scheming. Sorry, Uncle Lu. Grandpa said we need to put some pressure on you. As soon as they entered the room, Xiao Jing opened the door a crack to observe, which made Jingxi a little speechless. Seeing that the boy did not react, she worriedly turned around and asked, Brother Jingxi, what is wrong? At this time, Jingxi angrily wrote on paper, with the intention of reproach, we said we would become a family. Why did you change? Faced with that reproach, the little girl put on a sly look and joked, Brother Jingxi, even you were tricked. Then Xiao Jing pointed outside and asked directly, they have been so long and still have not made progress? Are not you anxious? These words confused the boy. The little girl did not beat around the bush and bluntly explained everything. I deliberately said that. I have to give Uncle Lu a little stimulus. Then he will seriously think about the relationship with my mom. This made Jingxi worried. Does this method work? Xiao Jing confidently affirmed. Don't worry. You saw how black Uncle Lu's face was. Just now, he must have liked my mom for a long time. She said with a proud demeanor, I think Uncle Lu is about to make a move. Brother Jingxi, just wait. We are about to become a family. Then Xiao Jing told Jingxi to be quiet. Shh. Outside, Anran broke something and bent down to pick it up. Let me do it, it is okay. But when she picked up a piece of glass, it cut her hand sharply, causing her to wince in pain. Ouch! Nan Cheng could not help but come over and take her hand with concern. Where did you get hurt? Let me see, is there a band-aid in the house? She did not want to bother him, and replied, Yes, I can find it myself. When Xiao Si finished arranging his luggage and came out to report the situation, Sister Anran, I have finished arranging my luggage. He saw the two of them entangled and could not help but be curious. Oh, what are you two doing? Seeing someone appear, Anran quickly pulled her hand away in embarrassment. It is nothing. Nan Cheng also turned away shyly and denied, It is nothing at all. At that moment, Xiao Si did not beat around the bush and went straight to the point seriously. CEO Lu, you like Sister Anran, right? Hearing that sentence, Anran shouted loudly, wanting to stop him, Xiao Si, you. But Nan Cheng stretched out his arm to stop her and bluntly questioned Xiao Si, what position do you have to ask me this? Being asked like that made Xiao Si hesitate, not knowing what position to take. Nan Cheng did not let go and questioned Xiao Si's previous identity, Sheng Anran's childhood sweetheart. As soon as she heard the 4 words, childhood sweetheart, Anran could not help but pinch Xiao Si's cheek hard and scold, Xiao Si, you are going to tell people nonsense again. Are not you? But Xiao Si did not feel that title was unreasonable. Why is it called nonsense? Seeing Anran's reaction, Nan Cheng immediately sneered disdainfully. It seems your sister does not recognize this identity. Faced with that provocation, Xiao Si did not know how to refute. You? Finally, not wanting to pay attention to him anymore, he rushed over and hugged Anran coquettishly. Sister, I am hungry. What are we eating tonight? Seeing Xiaoxi was too shameless. Nancheng was furious. Standing between these two men really made Anran frustrated. Two kids. She immediately broke free and pushed Xiaoxi back to his room. Go make your bed and sleep. You are acting like you are so starved. Xiaoxi was very obedient and followed her instructions, but still poked his head out to observe the two of them. I will go do it right away. Nancheng stood aside and saw Anran preparing to cook, so he offered to help. Let me help you. Xiaoxi also poked his head out to volunteer. I want to help sister too. But he was flatly rejected by Anran. You are someone who never lifts a finger to do housework. What are you going to help with? Don't come in and make things worse. Nancheng smiled smugly when he heard that. These words really hurt Xiaoxi. You are treating me like a child again, but I really like you. Anran was washing vegetables and also refused Nancheng's help. CEO Lu, just sit down. You are a guest. There is no reason for you to help. But he insisted and made excuses. Your hand is injured. You can't touch water. Let me wash the vegetables for you. She looked up and refused. No need. Nancheng did not pay attention to Anran's words and reached out. Then he grumbled and repeated the old story. You were also a guest at my house, but did not you cook noodles for me? She heard that and immediately stopped and hesitated. Then you do it. I will go prepare something else. When she went to another place, Anran was a little suspicious. Today, Lu Nancheng is trying to get close to me all the time, or am I imagining things? While walking, her slipper suddenly slipped on a puddle of water, and her whole body fell down. But luckily, Nancheng caught her and worriedly asked about the situation. Are you okay? When Anran looked up to thank him, her heart was constantly pounding. At the same time, Xiaoxi appeared and crushed the wall with his fist and loudly questioned. You two again? Again? What are you doing again? Seeing her turn away in embarrassment, Nancheng shamelessly blamed Xiaoxi. You scared her. Xiaoxi did not flinch and rushed out to block between the two of them and reminded CEO Lu, I heard you not only have a child but also a fiancé. Do not you think you should keep your distance? Anran heard those words and quickly explained. I was about to fall just now. CEO Lu, just help me a little. Do not talk nonsense. Then she turned away sadly and said to herself, that is right, he has a fiancé. We should maintain a proper distance between a boss and a subordinate. Unable to bear the argument between the two anymore, Anran pushed both of them out. You two go out and wait. Do not get in the way here. This time, Xiaoxi could definitely confirm Nancheng's feelings for Anran. Before, when I asked him if he liked Sister Anran, he changed the subject. He has revealed his true colors now. Do not expect to hide it from me. But unexpectedly, he was so brazen that he turned around and replied, so what if I do? Faced with Nancheng's undisguised affirmation made Xiaoxi furious. What? He was also impatient and bluntly provoked. I said, so what? You can't do anything about it, little brother. As soon as he finished speaking, he turned away. At the same time, two little heads poked out and observed everything. Seeing everything was going according to their plan, made Xiaojing could not help but be smug. Brother Jingshi, did you see what I said? There is motivation when there is competition. Although he knew that competition was motivating, Jingshi was still afraid that Nancheng would be defeated by Xiaoxi. But can Dad compete with this big brother? The little girl did not hesitate and confidently affirmed. Then you do not understand. There is no spark between Mom and brother Xiaoxi. Uncle Lu will definitely win. As soon as she finished speaking, Xiaoxi heard everything and caught them in the act. Really, little Jingjing, I thought you were on my side. I did not expect you to have already surrendered to the opposing side. Xiaoxi reached out to lift Xiaojing up and blamed, little traitor, I even brought snacks for you. Now, I am confiscating them all. When there was no one else around, Nancheng sat on the chair and looked outside, questioning himself. Do I like Sheng Anran? She is indeed very good. Just as soon as he thought of this, Nancheng looked towards Xiaoxi's room. Immediately a sense of discomfort appeared. Is he going to sleep here? Sheng Anran goes in and out of this place. Would not she be able to see everything? Finally, he came up with an evil idea to drive Xiaoxi out of this house, to record this address and send it to the reporters I know, saying this is Xiaoxi's new residence after returning to the country. When the food was served, all 5 people ate it clean. After eating, Xiaojing did not forget to sweetly praise her mother. I am so full. Mom's food is so delicious. Receiving praise from her daughter really made Anran happy and had more motivation. We Jingjing are really a great customer. Let Mom go clean up. But before she could move, Xiaoxi immediately volunteered to clean up. Sister Anran, do not move. Let me wash the dishes for you. She heard that and did not refuse and agreed. Okay, Xiaoxi has really grown up. As soon as he received Anran's recognition, Xiaoxi looked at Nancheng with a smug look. HMPH. Then he turned his face to the sky and left. At the same time, Jingxi worriedly urged Nancheng, Dad, go do it. Unexpectedly, he just calmly demanded, Don't be anxious. Xiaoxi was whistling and washing the dishes with a happy mood. Then he suddenly realized something. That is not right. I am washing the dishes for no reason. Are not I creating an opportunity for them to be together? When he turned around, he saw all four of them playing Chinese checkers together. Xiaojing was happy when it was Anran's turn to lose the game. Mom lost? It is your turn to get a sticker. Nancheng quickly seized the opportunity to put a sticker on Anran's face. Let me put it on you. From Xiaoxi's point of view, the two of them were currently very happy, which made Xiaoxi could not bear it and immediately jumped out and demanded, Put it on my face. I will take the punishment for Anran. But seeing Xiaoxi's appearance made Nancheng lose all interest and turned away. Forget it. Seeing that it was late, Nancheng was still here, so Xiaoxi immediately reminded, CEO Lu, it is getting late. When are you taking your son home? He shamelessly did not know what asking for permission meant and made a decision. I am not going home today. Xiaojing heard this and was overjoyed. Really, that is great. But Xiaoxi strongly opposed. What? Absolutely not. Nancheng quickly used Jingxi as an excuse to stay overnight. Before coming here, Jingxi told me that Jingjing had stayed at our house for a few days before, so now he also wants to sleep at Jingjing's house. Faced with that, Xiaoxi excitedly chased him away, then just let the little one stay, CEO Lu go home alone. But for some reason he was so skilled that he hugged his son and acted out a father-son drama. Jingxi has never been away from me. He won't be used to it. Unable to say anything more, Xiaoxi turned to Anran. It seemed Anran did not refuse and even made arrangements. There is no guest room in the house, and it is not convenient for CEO Lu to sleep in my friend's room. How about this? I will sleep in her room, and CEO Lu will sleep in my room. Being treated unfairly made Xiaoxi could not accept this. I sleep in the living room, and he sleeps in your room. Anran, you are clearly discriminating. Anran did not care, and bluntly concluded, All right, do not make a fuss anymore, let us just decide that. Faced with the decision leaning towards him, made Nancheng smug. Although he was treated unfairly, Xiaoxi was still very vigilant. I will always keep an eye on you. The next morning, when he saw Nancheng, Xiaojing laughed loudly and greeted him. Hey, good morning, Uncle Lu. Then she kept praising Anran non-stop. Uncle Lu, my mom is very good. The people who pursue my mom line up from here all the way to America. You know that now. The more he heard, the more confused he was, and just said, Oh, and asked, So what? The little girl did not hide anything and bluntly reminded, So you have to work hard, or if you marry that tall aunt later, Jingxi won't like it, and you can't have a cute daughter like me. The more Nancheng heard, the happier he was, and secretly decided, Then I have to work hard to get a cute daughter like you. Hearing that, the little girl puffed out her chest proudly. After a while, Nancheng brought his phone over and announced some bad news. Jingjing, it seems you are about to be separated from brother Xiaoxi. These implied words made Xiaojing stunned. At that moment, Xiaoxi had finished preparing his luggage and wanted to leave because he had been discovered by reporters. Sister Anran, I did not expect my location to be revealed so quickly. I will go downstairs first, to distract them. You also take Jingjing to hide for a while. Anran heard that and replied, Be careful. Seeing Xiaojing also ran out to check, Xiaoxi felt guilty and apologized. Sorry, Jingjing, I have to go. I will take you to play next time. Watching Xiaoxi leave in a hurry made the little girl sad and asked Anran, Mom, why did brother Xiaoxi leave? She suddenly spoke up. Not only brother Xiaoxi has to leave. When both mother and daughter looked down at the group of reporters below, they decided, it seems we can't stay here for the time being. The current situation is that Xiaoxi's termination of his contract with the company has caused a major shock. The reporters have been waiting outside since early in the morning. The fans and reporters all pointed their phones, cameras, and video cameras to shoot. I do not know if it is on hot search yet. Let us wait and see. Xiaoxi is really here. While worried, Xiao Jing smartly realized everything. It is Uncle Lu. He called the reporters to separate mom and brother Xiaoxi. Seeing the little girl was looking at him, Nancheng reached out, implying that he wanted her to be quiet. Shh. Xiao Jing's eyes became worried and asked Anran, Mom, do we have to move? Faced with this matter also really made her headache. I still do not know where to move to. Mom has to go to work. I do not have time to go see the house lately. While the two mother and daughter did not know where to find a house to avoid this scandal, Nancheng spoke up and suggested, how about, come to my house? But faced with that suggestion, she felt it was wrong. This is not very good. Before she could finish refusing, he gave all the benefits of living at his house. What is not good, the security is good. Jingjing and Jingxi go to the same kindergarten. There are people to pick up and drop off in the morning and evening, and it is close to the group. Jingxi at this time also grabbed his dad's leg and looked at the two of them. Anran denied, no, that is not the problem, but he did not care, and picked up Jingxi and suggested, I won't let you live for free, you can help cook 2 meals on weekdays, and take care of all 3 meals on weekends. Jingxi only likes to eat what you cook. She still wanted to refuse this, but Xiaojing seized the opportunity and begged, agree, Mom, Mom. Finally, under the pitiful plea of her daughter and the current situation, she also softened and accepted. Okay. Hearing Anran's agreement, both children became excited. Yeah, Nansheng was the person who said he would do it immediately, and quickly contacted the moving company. Let me call the moving company. It can't be delayed, the sooner the better. The next day, both mother and daughter had moved to Nancheng's villa to live. While transporting things, she instructed Xiaojing Jingjing, we will live here for a while in the future. You and Jingxi have to get along well. Hearing that instruction, Nancheng, without hesitation, rubbed the little girl's head and definitely affirmed, little Jingjing has done very well. Jingxi likes her very much. Seeing that she was safe, she remembered Xiaoxi. I do not know how little C is over there. Are the reporters making things difficult for him? But Nancheng definitely affirmed, don't worry, I have sent an assistant to pick him up to the hotel belonging to the group. It should be okay. As soon as he finished speaking, there was a call coming in. Look, there is a phone call. As soon as he turned on the speaker, Xiaoxi on the other side wanted to rush through the screen to scold him non-stop. You old fox, you took advantage of my matter to trick Anran into living at home, and deliberately arranged for me to stay in such a far hotel. Did not you deliberately want? Before Xiaoxi could finish speaking, he directly hung up the phone. Then he gave a friendly smile and put on a false statement. Xiaoxi said the hotel is very good. He is very satisfied. Faced with that sentence, Anran smiled a bit awkwardly and felt it was wrong. It feels like something is not quite right, but he is the boss, he decides. At that moment, someone sent a message. Report on Xiaoxi's contract signing, General Manager. I have followed your instructions and proposed to Xiaoxi to sign a contract with Yangxin. But in the end he chose Guangxian. He does not know you are a shareholder of Guangxian? Seeing that he had Xiaoxi in his hands, Nancheng gave a smug smile. Let us go. Let me take you to see the guest room. Inside the house, there is also a large piano. Currently in the kitchen. After Anran finished cooking, she saw that Nancheng had gotten up and said, CEO Lu, breakfast is ready, come eat. I do not know what your taste is, so I made a few simple dishes. As soon as he opened his eyes, he saw a beautiful woman in the house, also made him dazzled, and recalled that she was at his house. I almost forgot, she is temporarily at my house. Seeing that there was still a lot of time, Anran looked up and suggested, the children have not gotten up yet, let us eat first. Just leave some for the children to eat on the way to school later. Nancheng was also very obedient and sat down. You made so much. But she did not feel that way at all. Not much. Mainly to thank CEO Lu for taking care of me and my daughter. He hurriedly denied and shifted all the reasons to Jingxi. I have said it, it is all for Jingxi, do not mind. At that moment, the housekeeper saw the two of them cooking by themselves and ran over to help. Young master, Miss Sheng, let me help you. But unexpectedly, she clumsily bumped into Nancheng, causing the food to spill all over him. It seemed he was very hot. Because of the heat, Anran worriedly kept asking, "Are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere?" The housekeeper knew she had just made a big mistake and was scared to apologize. "Young master, sorry, I did not mean to, Nancheng was not a petty person, so he let the housekeeper go. "It is okay. I will go upstairs to change clothes and come down again." Knowing the housekeeper was feeling guilty a lot, Anran smiled and suggested, "Can you help me get a tube of burn cream?" The housekeeper was willing to help before the request. "Of course, I will go right away." After the housekeeper went to get the medicine, Anran looked in the direction Nancheng left worriedly. After a while, she had come to his room. This is probably the room. While Nancheng was taking off his shirt, it was just the right time that Anran also brought the burn medicine. "CEO Lu, I brought the burn medicine for you." I do not know why. It was just right at the point that Nancheng was in a naked posture. "Why are you here?" Knowing she had just seen something she should not have, Anran covered her eyes. "Sorry, I did not see anything." He did not care about those small things and told her to come in. "What is the big deal if you saw? Come in." When she saw the wound on Nancheng's shoulder, she just blanked out a little. He did not say much and told Anran to apply the medicine for him. "Aren't you going to help me apply the medicine?" Being requested like that made her hesitate. You apply the medicine yourself. This position is not convenient for me to help." Before that request, Anran could only help but first wanted him to put on his shirt. "Just put on your shirt first." Unexpectedly, Nancheng shamelessly flaunted his body in order to seduce Anran. "How can I apply the medicine if I put it on?" Before these words, she felt he seemed to have broken his brain because of the illness. "The boss has a fever. Someone help. It is urgent." In the end, Anran also had to bear it and apply the medicine for him. Just touching the wound a little made not. She was very focused to avoid making him hurt as much as possible. After a while, she was done applying. "Done, CEO Lu, the medicine is done." As soon as she stood up, both legs were numb, which made her could not bear it and fell down on Nancheng. He looked at her with concern. "Are you okay?" But in Anran's heart, there was only the close contact between the two people. Too close. Between the extremely chemistry atmosphere, Nancheng could not help but kiss Anran and gently bite her lip, which made her could not bear it and pushed him away. "Lu Nancheng, you are crazy." Before her panic, she slapped Nancheng in the face, then stood up abruptly and decided to move out today. "Today we will move out. I won't bother CEO Lu anymore." Knowing he was the one who did wrong, he was a little depressed and apologized. "Sorry, you do not need to move. I was originally going on a business trip. I am leaving today, probably going for a long time." Faced with that plea, Anran will consider, then turned around and left. While walking, every thought about the relationship between the two kept urging her to distinguish clearly. Why did not I push him away immediately? Clearly a person that can't be with. Nancheng on this side also hugged his face depressedly and decided, "I can't continue like this anymore." The next day at the hotel, a guest for some reason was making things difficult for the receptionist. "I do not care. Today your hotel must give me an explanation." At the same time, Anran arrived. The receptionist was overjoyed when she saw her, as if she had struck gold. "Director Shang, come and take a look. I really do not know what to do." The customer crossed her arms, looking displeased and doubting Anran's ability. "Who are you? Can you handle this?" To that question, she smiled politely and introduced herself. "I am the director of Shengtong Hotel. It is a pleasure to be of service." The customer did not care much for pleasantries and went straight to the point. "Fine, I will tell you. There are cockroaches in the room, even though I killed it. Your hotel claims to be top-notch in the country, but you can't even meet basic hygiene standards. You are deceiving customers." Facing the criticism, Anran calmly replied, maintaining the hotel's stance. "Madam, our hotel always cleans after each guest to ensure we meet standards." The customer grew increasingly annoyed. "You say you meet standards. What about the cockroach I saw? Did I bring it in myself?" Faced with this incident, Anran seemed to understand that everything had a purpose. This was clearly an attempt to cause trouble, and at a time when it was the festival and betting period, no incidents could be allowed. Finally, faced with the customer's accusations, she had no choice but to offer the best solution. "We are very sorry for the unpleasant experience, madam. To compensate, I can upgrade your room and waive all accommodation fees." Even with this level of compensation, the customer did not seem satisfied. "That is not enough. Do you know how valuable my time is? It is worth at least 100,000. Faced with the customer's unreasonable demands, Anne Rand gave an insincere smile and reported the matter to her superiors. "I cannot make a decision on such a large sum. Please wait in the new room, and I will report this to the general manager immediately for instructions." Finally, the troublesome customer agreed. HMPH. This is barely acceptable. The receptionist had heard everything and knew Anne Rand's decision, so she anxiously reminded her, "Director Sheng, the higher-ups definitely won't approve that amount. Besides, that person is clearly trying to extort us. Why are you helping her demand compensation?" But Anne Rand did not seem bothered. Instead, she told the receptionist, "Don't worry, I have a way to handle this." On the Nanchang side, he could not concentrate on his work, constantly thinking about the kiss with Ayn Rand and her reaction afterward, putting him in a pensive mood. At that moment, there was a knock on the door, and Nanchang said, "Come in." As soon as the secretary entered, she immediately reported on the abnormal negative reviews the hotel was receiving. "General Manager, the hotel has been receiving a lot of unusually negative reviews recently. It seems like an organization is deliberately manipulating things. Today, someone came to cause trouble, falsely accusing us of having hygiene problems. It seems prearranged." Hearing this, he asked who handled the matter. The secretary quickly replied, "Director Sheng. Do you need remote assistance from headquarters?" Nanchang immediately rejected the suggestion. No, if she does not have the ability to handle this, she can't win the bet. He was now very much looking forward to Ayn Rand's performance. "Let me see how you plan to handle this." The next day, after staying another night, the customer came to make trouble again. Check out, check out. "Just thinking about the cockroach from yesterday disgusts me. I want to change hotels." Ayn Rand did not want to keep customers like this, so she calmly agreed. "Okay. Your deposit has been refunded. It was a pleasure serving you." Hearing that the solution was just refunding the room fee, not the 100,000 she demanded yesterday, the customer was furious. "Wait a minute, is that it? Such a major hygiene incident, and you are just letting it go? What about the 100,000 you said you would compensate? Are you trying to bully the small with the big? Do you have no shame?" The customers passing through the lobby heard the commotion at the front desk and gossiped, posting it online. It seems like there really is a hygiene problem. Could the bad news about Shengtang Hotel online these days be true? This is something to watch. Let us start a live stream. Ayn Rand was not afraid and took out 2 dead cockroaches from the customer's room, answering straightforwardly, "Madam He, these are the dead cockroaches found in your room. They have been inspected by the quarantine department and have been dead for 5 days. So I want you to double-check if these are the 2 cockroaches you killed yesterday." Seeing the 2 dead cockroaches in Ayn Rand's hand, the customer collapsed in the lobby, screaming, "Take them away, disgusting." The situation seemed to have reversed, with the other customers siding with the hotel and criticizing the troublesome guest. "The cockroach has been dead for 5 days, and she said she killed it yesterday. Is she a necromancer? She seems to be an internet celebrity. I saw her on Douyin yesterday. So scared of cockroaches, but said she killed it herself. You would throw away your brain for money." In this situation, Ayn Rand did not show any discomfort. Instead, she kindly offered to help the customer up. "Madam He, get up quickly. The floor is cold. Be careful not to catch a cold." She smiled and added, "Oh right, do not forget to delete the bad review." Seeing the customer run away, Ayn Rand smiled and said goodbye. "Have a nice day." Watching her subdue such a cunning and troublesome customer, the receptionist was amazed. "Director Sheng, you are the best," hearing the receptionist's praise. Ayn Rand quickly instructed her, "Stop flattering me. Get back to work. You are still short of your sales target, are not you?" Then she turned around and saw a man who looked very much like her father. That person is Dad. At a small corner of a coffee shop, Ayn Rand gripped her coffee cup tightly and asked her father about the meeting. "Dad, is there something you want to talk to me about?" Her father asked gently. "You have been back in the country for a while now. When are you bringing Xiaojing home for a meal? I want to meet my granddaughter." But afraid that Xiaojin would suffer unjustly at that house, Anran quickly refused. Not yet, Dad. She is still young. Hearing too much gossip is not good for her. I will bring her to see you when she is a little older. Finally, he relented. All right. Oh, right. I heard you are staying at someone else's house these days. Asked that? Anran replied yes. Suddenly, her father gave her the keys to an apartment. And with loving words, he said, I am not forcing you to do anything. I just want you to know that if things are not going well for you outside, you still have me to fall back on. I will always be your support. Receiving help from him, Anran was truly grateful. Thank you, Dad. In her heart, she secretly decided, great, when Yunnan Cheng goes on a business trip, I will take Sheng Sheng and leave. Not knowing where he heard that she was living with a man. Oh right, I heard you are living with a man. Have you too? Faced with that question, Anran quickly denied the relationship he was implying. Dad, Yunnan Cheng is engaged. There is nothing between us. After a while of chatting between father and daughter, then Anran's father got into the waiting car, feeling angry. Yunnan Cheng does not know Sheng Anran is my daughter. He is engaged and dares to live with Anran. He needs a beating. Just as he said this, he suddenly coughed, full of difficulty. Cough, cough, cough. And even coughed up blood. Seeing this scene, the driver could not help but worry. Mr. Sheng, should we go to the hospital? But he refused to go, wanting to meet Nan Cheng first to clarify everything. No, help me schedule a meeting with Yunnan Cheng. I want to talk to him privately. That same night, at a hotel where Nan Cheng was staying for a business trip. After finishing everything on the business trip, he could not help but keep thinking about Anran. Finally settled it. I will take the earliest flight back tomorrow. Being so far away, I wonder if she is still at home. Maybe I want... At the same time, the secretary brought a report on the surrogacy case 5 years ago. President Yu, I found Butler Lao Lu, who was in charge of the surrogacy 5 years ago. He took out the report and questioned Lao Lu's whereabouts. Where is he? The secretary immediately informed him. The file in your hand is his autopsy report. He died in a house fire. The fire burned everything. Only a skeleton remained. Hearing about this case, Nan Cheng seemed to sense that something was wrong. There is something strange about this. Go to the scene of the fire and carefully investigate the events before and after the fire. Receiving his request, the secretary immediately acted. You suspect this is murder. I will investigate further. After giving the instructions, the secretary still had not left, with something else to report. President Yu, there is one more thing. The secretary looked worried as he brought up the assessment of the bet. The betting agreement between you and Miss Sheng is about to expire. You instructed me to monitor her achievements. Miss Sheng's achievements were already qualified, but the sudden bad reviews dragged them down. At this rate, she will lose. Nan Cheng did not pay much attention and asked, does she have any plans to remedy the situation? Not yet. At the same time, Anran called. Seeing her call, Nan Cheng seemed to understand. Sheng Anran's plan. Is not it here now? Seeing him answer the phone so quickly, she was surprised. You, are you still awake? Before that question, he also teased back, calling me so late, just to see if I am asleep. The next day, the event at the hotel took place. The customers came in such a crowd that the receptionists could not handle them all. Please wait a moment. I will look up your information right away. There is 1 hour left until the lucky draw. Anran on this side looked at the growth chart through observations at the front desk. Using the celebrity effect to turn the closing event into a lucky draw is indeed an excellent strategy. Fortunately, Yunnan Cheng approved this change. Otherwise, the betting agreement would have failed. Seeing the data unfolding as expected, Anran could not help but feel smug. When he comes back and sees this data, he will definitely be very satisfied. This is the principle of believing in me and prospering. At that moment, an employee ran over to inform her, Director Sheng, the lucky draw is starting in 1 hour. Please come down to host the event. Hearing this, she happily replied, I will be right there. Standing before this lucky draw event, it really attracted a lot of customers to the hotel. Anran changed into an extremely beautiful outfit and walked down to the lobby, receiving endless praise from the customers. Are all the senior managers of Shengteng Hotel young and beautiful these days? Amazing. Shengteng Hotel really found a treasure. And She is also very capable. This entire event was planned by her. As the host of the event, she took the stage to speak. Thank you all for attending the anniversary celebration. I am Director Sheng Anran of Shengtang. I hope that in the future, Shengtang will have many opportunities to cooperate with the business owners, customers, and friends here today. Then Anran also built many relationships with wealthy customers. Thank you, Boss Lu, for coming. I hope we can cooperate frequently in the future. Outside the company lobby, a car stopped. The car window lowered, revealing the person sitting inside, Nan Cheng. The secretary observed that Anran had completed the bet. President Yu, Director Sheng's achievements have met the standards. We can proceed with the procedures for her to take office. It is also thanks to you for letting the finance department add 20% to the budget. Otherwise. Before the secretary's rambling, Nancheng coldly criticized, "You have talked too much today." Suddenly, the secretary remembered something. President Yu, Sheng Qingshan, the chairman of Shengxi Group, has scheduled a business discussion with you. Will you go? Nancheng did not hesitate and chose to go. In his heart, he could not help but think about this meeting. Sheng Anran's father, Sheng Qingshan, chose this time to find me. It is definitely not with good intentions. As soon as the two met, Qingshan frankly did not want to prolong the conversation. President Yu, my health has not been good in recent years, and it is inconvenient for me to sit for long. You also have an evening schedule to attend to, so I will get straight to the point. He agreed with that and invited Qingshan to speak first. Please, President Sheng. He immediately got straight to the point and talked about Anran's situation. Anran lost her mother when she was born and did not grow up by my side. I owe her a lot. Before she went abroad, I thought, no matter who she wants to marry, as long as that person treats her well, I have no other requirements. These words made Nancheng frown in suspicion. Did Ling Ai say something to you? But Qingshan did not need Anran to say it and understood. Still pretending to be confused, aren't you and Anran living together? My Shangxi group is powerful, and your Yu family is not unknown. You Nancheng, do I need to make it any clearer? He was truly stunned by these words. Could Sheng Anran have told her family that we are getting married, if that is the case? Seeing him not speak, Qingshan impatiently raised his voice. You Nancheng. Faced with this, Nancheng silently clenched his fist. Then he shamelessly admitted the non-existent relationship with Anran. Father-in-law's teachings are correct. I was being impolite. Seeing his rapid change of attitude truly opened Qingshan's eyes. This kid really changes his attitude quickly. Finally, he did not object to the relationship and only wanted Nancheng to formally organize the wedding. Nancheng, I know that you young people do not pay too much attention to formalities, but please be considerate of an old man. The necessary ceremonies must still be held. He understood what he was worried about, afraid that his daughter would suffer, so Nancheng quickly agreed. I will definitely not let Anran suffer. This firm affirmation made Qingshan happy and hopeful. When you two get married, I will hand over the company to you. I am very confident in your abilities and Anran's. Suddenly he remembered. Oh right, I have a favor to ask of you. The 15th of next month is Anran's birthday, and it is also the anniversary of her mother's death. If you have time, please spend more time with her. Receiving the kind reminder from him, Nancheng bowed gratefully. Father-in-law, rest assured, I will take good care of her. Then he returned to the company and looked down at the event taking place. Now we will draw the grand prize. Just as the announcement was made, Xiaozi happily raised his card. The card number I drew is number 28. Seeing Xiaozi's appearance made Nancheng suspicious. Xiaozi, could he be the mysterious customer? Xiaozi below was holding Xiaojing's hand and cheering. Seeing Xiaojing down there aroused a jealousy that Nancheng could not describe. Xingxing won the prize, so Sheng Anran has to follow too. At the same time, Jingxi sent a message warning Nancheng that if he did not come back, he would lose his wife. If you do not come back, Aunt Sheng and little Xingxing will follow someone else. Faced with this potential crisis, Nancheng was worried. As for Anran, she was leaning against the balcony, admiring everything. It has been a long time since I have relaxed like this. Looking down, she saw that the crew had brought photography equipment. She saw Xiaojing playing with Xiaoxi, having a great time. It made her could not help but smile sweetly. Letting Xiaoxi take Jingjing to play was a wise decision. The two siblings got along so well. In the end, not knowing what else to do, Ayn Rand went back to her room, wanting to take a nap. Then it would be beauty sleep time. As soon as she lay down on the bed, she could not help but sigh. Ah, this luxurious hotel is so comfortable. But what Ayn Rand did not expect was that she was being watched. Meanwhile, in the hotel lobby, Nancheng was carrying Jingxi, getting anxious. The boy stubbornly gestured. If I do not see Auntie, I won't go home, and neither can you, Dad. Not knowing how to explain to his son, he used Ayn Rand's health as a reason. She flew for over 10 hours. Let her get some sleep. Nancheng put Jingxi down on the table and promised, Dad promises you that we will find her tomorrow. Now, eat your food. Receiving his firm promise, the boy immediately listened and ate his bread, okay? The next day, at the beach, Ayn Rand was thoroughly enjoying herself there. Suddenly, Jingxi rushed over and hugged her, out of nowhere. Making Ayn Rand very surprised, Jingxi, why are you here? Before she could hear the boy's answer, Nancheng appeared. I brought him. Then he made a suggestion, want to go island hopping with us? Ayn Rand refused without hesitation. I do not think so. But Jingxi unexpectedly used his pitiful eyes to attack Ayn Rand's heart. I want Auntie to come with me. Faced with that look, Ayn Rand had to give in. It is too dazzling. Let us go, let us go, let us go together. As soon as she got on the boat, she deeply regretted it. Next time, I definitely won't be soft-hearted. I think I am getting seasick. She seemed unable to bear it anymore and wanted to vomit. Somehow, Nancheng misunderstood Ayn Rand's reaction and hugged her, advising, if you feel cold, you have to say so. Don't try to endure it. It is easy to get sick. His advice seemed to have stirred her heart. Thank you. His arms, carrying a familiar warmth, so comforting. Seeing the close contact between the two made Jingxi happy. Suddenly, a wave crashed over, heading straight towards Ayn Rand. Nancheng rushed forward anxiously. Be careful. He did not hesitate to use his body to shield her. Seeing the slightly exaggerated reaction of the three, the boat driver smiled and reassured them. It is normal for there to be some waves. Don't be afraid. Although she was shielded, Ayn Rand still got wet and became uncomfortable and tense. Knowing she was not doing well, Nancheng immediately ordered, turn back, immediately. At the same time, she was made dizzy by the swaying of the boat and began to speak deliriously. Grandpa, I do not want to go back to that house. Noticing her unhappy emotions, he hugged her into his arms and comforted Ayn Rand. Jingxi, in her arms, was also infected by the anxiety. Nancheng, like the pillar of the family, hugged the two of them tightly, protecting them. Don't be afraid. I am here now. I will take good care of you. Ayn Rand seemed to have fallen into the past with unwillingness. Grandpa, I do not want to go. Before he passed away, her grandfather left behind some heartfelt words of comfort. Ran, after returning home, you must listen obediently, but you do not have to always look at other people's faces. If you have any grievances, tell your father. He will stand up for you. Even so, she still insisted on not wanting to return to that house. I do not want to go back, Grandpa. Don't you want me anymore? I will try to be a good child. Please, do not abandon me. After he passed away, a woman scolded and drove her away. This Jinx was born to kill her own mother. Now she is not even grown, and she has already killed her own grandfather. Get her out of my sight. Just looking at her irritates me. Although unwilling, Ayn Rand was still forcibly dragged away by two bodyguards. I am not going, Grandpa. Grandpa. Her grandfather also did not want to leave his granddaughter, and struggled to call out, Ran. But he only saw that woman insist on kicking her out. Today, Sheng and Ran has to get out of here. No one is allowed to keep her. In the end, her grandfather lay down. But his last worry was still Ran. And so her grandfather passed away, causing the woman to panic. Dad, doctor, emergency, emergency. The patient has stopped breathing. Family, please bear your sorrow. Submerged in the nightmare, she finally woke up with a start, Grandpa. Outside, the sun was gradually setting. Seeing that Ayn Rand had woken up, Nanqing immediately approached with concern. You are awake? How do you feel? He reached out to check her temperature and felt lucky that her fever had gone down. Thank goodness the fever is gone. Receiving this concern, Anran called out in confusion, You Nanqing. Not waiting for her to fully recover, Nanqing spoke with reproach. Knowing that you get seasick, you still insisted on going out to sea. Even if it is because Jingxi asked. You still have to take care of your health first. Noticing the concern in Nanqing's words, Anran asked in surprise, You Nanqing, are you worried about me? Being asked that, he really paused for a moment. Then he admitted softly, Yeah. Anran seemed not to hear him and leaned closer to ask, What did you say? I could not hear clearly. Looking at her face up close, his heart suddenly beat rapidly. Then, unable to resist anymore, he kissed her and confessed, Anran, I like you. Faced with this sudden kiss and confession, she still maintained her senses and pushed him away. Flatly rejecting everything. You are already engaged. I do not want to be a third party. Faced with those words, Nanqing firmly grabbed Anran's hand and affirmed, No, you are not a third party, you are the only one. But she still did not really believe him and questioned the relationship between him and Ya Wen. What aren't you with Gao Ya Wen? Nanqing did not hesitate to clarify everything. I have called off the engagement. Standing before the words called off the engagement, Anran could not understand. He did not hide anything anymore and explained everything in detail. The engagement was only for Jingxi's sake, but now I have someone I truly love, so this nominal engagement is no longer necessary. Then Nanqing leaned in, pleading, Anran, give me a chance to pursue you, okay? Suddenly being pursued like this made Anran shy. Just as she was about to agree, the phone rang, interrupting both of them. Jewelry store. Could it be that the thing I asked her to investigate has a result? Anran hesitated and wanted him to step aside. I have an important call. Let me go answer the phone first. Watching her leave, Nanqing said earnestly and patiently, Then go answer it. I will wait here, waiting for your answer. As soon as she went out to the balcony and answered the phone, a clear voice rang out from the other end. Hello? Is this Miss Sheng? I am the manager of Chuancheng Jewelry, Jinling East Road Branch. About the emerald necklace you asked us to investigate, I have found the owner. As soon as Anran heard there was news, she could not help but curse inwardly, that bastard. She recalled the man wearing the jade necklace that night. While the two were fighting, she even reached out and touched the necklace. Then the other end of the line continued to provide information. 8 years ago, Mr. Yu commissioned us to make that necklace at our store. These words stunned Anran, but she still wanted to confirm. Mr. Yu, which Mr. Yu, the person on the other side, should clarify the identity, the CEO of Shengteng Group, Yu Nanqing. This information really made her mood fall to rock bottom. She could not hold the phone firmly, and it fell to the ground. Then she turned to look at Nanqing, waiting for her inside in disbelief. That person. It turned out to be him, Yu Nanqing. This news really made her unbearable. The person who changed my whole life. The person who stole my child. Why, it is you, Yu Nanqing. Why is it you? Anran leaned against the wall in extreme pain. After calming down, she went to the room and called, Yu Nanqing. Seeing that her complexion was not good, he worriedly asked, Why do you look so pale? What is wrong? Anran approached and asked about the identity of Jingxi's mother, Yu Nanqing. Can you tell me about Jingxi's mother? Being asked this made Nanqing confused. Then he thought of the woman's death certificate and felt heartache. Death certificate, the cause of death is still unclear. Everything is currently uncertain. If I rashly tell Anran about this, would it drag her in as well? Would it put her in danger? Seeing that he did not say anything, really disappointed, Anran, Yu Nanqing, you say you like me, but you are hiding such a big thing from me. Not wanting to look at him anymore, she wanted to go back to sleep. I am tired. I am going to bed first. Nanqing did not understand her mood, and even suggested, Let me take care of you. Suddenly she drew a clear line between them. Thank you, CEO Yu, no need. Seeing that her mood was so erratic, Nanqing also did not know what to do at this moment. Outside, a heavy rain also echoed her mood. Jingxi sat eating with him and kept looking around anxiously, searching for Anran's figure. Xiaoxi knew who he was looking for, so he brought food over and sat with him, then announced the whereabouts of the two, looking for Jingjing. Her mother and daughter returned home last night. As soon as Nanqing heard this news, he could not help but start, returned home, what is the rush? Jingxi also could not wait any longer, and wanted to leave quickly. Go to the airport, let us go home, Dad. Xiaoxi knew the intentions of the father and son, so he pointed to the rain outside and sincerely advised, don't blame me for not reminding you, all flights leaving the island have been cancelled. Due to the big storm. Even if you go to the airport, it is useless. Knowing that he could not go back immediately, Jingxi was really sad, but fortunately, Nancheng reassured him. At the same time, his phone rang. As soon as he answered the phone, the housekeeper on the other end informed him of Anran's situation. Young master, Miss Sheng, went back this morning to pack her things, and said that she had found a new place to live. Hearing this sudden news made him unable to understand anything. Did she say anything when she left? The housekeeper quickly said. She left 30,000 yuan, saying it was for the rent for the past period. Standing before this incident, and Anran's clear distinction, Nansheng really felt pain, so this is her answer. Seeing his complexion after the call, Jingxi was also very worried and kept tugging at his father's clothes. Nansheng's mood became depressed, and he said straightforwardly to Jingxi without any concealment, "Didn't you hear? She is gone. It is useless for you to pull at me." Before this incident, the boy could not help but purse his lips. Then he cried loudly. Hearing his son cry, he started and hurriedly coaxed him, "I am sorry, Jingxi. It is Dad's fault. We will go home after the rain stops. Dad will solve this." 3 days later, at Tan Shujing's house, Anran, exhausted, left Xiaojing's room after the girl had fallen asleep. Finally finished cleaning up after 3 days of mess. Shujing, seeing that Anran had come to stay, was confused. "Tell me, why do you suddenly want to stay at my house? Didn't your dad give you a villa?" Anran, currently with a headache, explained the reason. "The house my dad gave me was occupied by the gigolo kept by Sheng Anyao. I can't move in temporarily." Shujing could not help but curse after hearing this. That woman is really good at borrowing flowers to offer to Buddha. Really useless. What about besides that house? Didn't your mother also leave you a house? Anran also said. That house is currently occupied by... Standing before these words really made Shujing speechless. Your relatives are really too unreliable. Even so, Shujing was a very generous person and joked, "Don't worry, this sister has the ability. I will support you." Hearing these words really moved Anran, but she was still determined to get back what was hers. Thank you. But Sheng Anyao is using my house to keep a gigolo. Does she really think I am an easy target? I definitely have to get it back." This time, Shujing saw that she was so eager about the house and was really worried. "I have never seen you so eager about the house." "What is wrong?" Anran replied sadly. "I am afraid that in the future, if we go to court, if I do not have a house, the court will think I am not qualified to raise my child." As soon as she heard these words, Shujin could not help but shout, Who are you suing to fight for custody? Who dares to snatch Jingjing from you?" Anran, standing before her friend, did not hide anything, and said the name of her child's father, Yu Nancheng. Finally, Shujing understood that she had investigated the man from 5 years ago. That person from a few years ago was him, so that means Yu Jingxi is your son. Anran sadly confirmed, "Yeah." Shujing, on the other hand, was not worried at all, and even teased Anran optimistically, "Oh my god, you are holding the script of a rich madam. You know, Yunnan Cheng is even the type who dotes on his son. What are you hesitating for? Quickly reconcile. A step up to the sky is right in front of you." But Anran was very firm that the relationship between the two would never be harmonious. "Shujing, do not joke around. Yunnan Cheng and I are impossible. If it were not for him, I would not have given birth to 2 children. And I would not have had to run abroad to keep Jing dropping out of university." Because he wanted a child, Yunnan Cheng casually changed a girl's whole life. Such a man is really too scary. There were also the imposing bodyguards that scared Anran. Shujing knew that her friend was very sad about that and asked directly about going to work. "If that is the case, are you still planning to go to work tomorrow?" Do you really want to work under you, Nancheng? Anran confirmed without hesitation. Yes, because of the lawsuit that may happen in the future. I need a job and money. At the same time, Nancheng called, suggesting meeting tomorrow. Anran, you are starting work tomorrow. If you have time, let us talk for a bit, okay? She also was not shy anymore, and immediately agreed. Okay. The next day, when standing in front of Anran, he worriedly asked, why did you suddenly move out? Was it not comfortable staying there? Her face was full of melancholy as she denied, CEOU's house is very good. It is just that I do not want to bother you anymore. Nancheng also did not want to beat around the bush anymore, and wanted to know the answer to his confession that day, Anran. About my confession before, I am still waiting for your answer. When he got closer, an indescribable anxiety arose in her heart. You. But fortunately, a call came, interrupting the awkward situation between the two. Nancheng was a little unhappy as he picked up the phone. Hello? When he heard the announcement from the other end, he immediately agreed, okay, I will be right there. Nancheng's expression became gloomy and irritable because nothing was going his way. Anran, I have some urgent business. Let us continue talking later. As soon as he finished speaking, he left in a hurry. At the same time, Anran's phone rang. It was Lanbao Kindergarten calling. The teacher quickly reported Xiaojing's emergency situation. Are you the parent of Shang Xiaojing? Xiaojing had a conflict with a classmate, leading to an asthma attack. She is currently receiving emergency treatment in the medical room. At Lanbao Kindergarten, in the medical room. As soon as Anran heard that her daughter had an asthma attack, she dropped all her work and ran over. Jingjing. Seeing her mother anxiously running to her, Xiaojing, on the contrary, comforted her. Mom, do not worry, I am fine. But as a mother, how could she not worry about her child? Jingjing, your body is weak. Don't get emotional if something happens. Tell me about it when we get home, and I will stand up for you. As soon as she finished speaking, a parent came in, interrupting, wow, so loud. Seeing her enter the sick room and speak loudly to her child made Ran uncomfortable, and she protected Xiaojing. Who are you? She pointed directly at the girl without hesitation, blaming. Look at what your daughter did to my son's face. If you do not kneel down and admit your mistake today, do not expect to come back to school in the future. As soon as she finished speaking, a domineering voice rang out asking, who gave you the right to expel her? Seeing Nancheng leading Jingji into the medical room, immediately frightened her. CEOU, why are you here? He also did not want to say much to her and scolded her directly. If I did not know better, I would think you were the owner of the school. At that time, Jingxi also approached Xiaojing with a worried expression. The little girl comforted him like an adult. It is okay. Look, I am fine. Seeing that her two children, whom she carried with great difficulty and pain, had to endure grievances like this really pained Anran and Jingji. What exactly happened? At that time, Nancheng stood up and glared at her, reiterating, I heard that your son said in front of everyone that Jingxi is an illegitimate child without a mother. Hearing this, she fearfully asked her son Yue, did you really say that? The boy with swollen cheeks affirmed yes, finally realizing that her son was wrong first. So she hurriedly changed her tune and knelt down at Nancheng's feet with her son to admit her mistake. CEOU, children do not understand things. Please forgive us this time. But how could he let her off so easily? No need to rush to kneel. This matter is not over yet. At the same time, Jingxi came forward and took Anran's hand, looking at her with a very pitiful gaze, causing her to also feel pained. Jingxi. Anran knelt down without hesitation to comfort the boy. Jingxi, be good. You are not a child without a mother. Don't listen to their nonsense. She could not help but hug Jingxi tightly. With unshakable determination, you have been wronged all these years, Jingxi. When the time is right, I will definitely acknowledge you. After everything was resolved, the four of them left together, and Nancheng made a suggestion. Let us go together. Let me take you and Jingjing home. But she immediately shook her head in refusal. Thank you for your kindness, CEOU, but someone is coming to pick us up. Realizing Anran's strangeness, he approached and questioned, are you deliberately keeping your distance from me? Faced with this closeness, she hurriedly stepped back and reminded, CEOU, public place. Please pay attention to your image. Just then, a car drove up. Xiaoxi inside said cheerfully, I am here to pick you up, and ran. Seeing that Xiaoxi had arrived, she and Xiaojing hurriedly said goodbye and got into the car. CEO, I will go first. Standing before her ruthlessness really broke his heart. Shang'anran, is this your answer? That night, Xiaojing saw that the relationship between the two had broken down and immediately asked, Mom, did you and Uncle Yu fight? Why, Mom? Not wanting her daughter to be sad. She had to lie. We did not fight. I know you like Uncle Yu very much. The girl kept wanting An Ran to be with Nancheng and praised him without hesitation. Uncle Yu is handsome and rich. If you get together with him, you will be very happy. I hope you will be happy. Seeing her daughter being so understanding made her heart broken. Mom's happiness does not need to rely on others to get it. It is just... Then An Ran reached out and stroked her daughter's head, asking about the girl's choice. If one day, Mom makes you choose between Uncle Yu and Mom, who will you choose? Xiaojing affirmed without hesitation, Don't worry, Mom, I will always be by your side. An Ran could not help but ask more, Jing, if Uncle Yu is your biological father, would you still choose Mom? The girl's eyes lit up as she affirmed, Of course. Knowing for sure that her daughter would be by her side, she was also more at ease. That is good. Suddenly Xiaojing had a question, But Mom, if Uncle Yu is my biological father, then why are not you and him together? An Ran also did not know how to make Xiaojing understand, so she hugged the girl tightly and instructed, When the time is right, I will tell you, but tonight's matter can't be told to anyone, okay? Sleep well. Tomorrow we have to go to Grandpa's house. The next day, An Ran took Xiaojing back to the main house. As soon as she saw her, the nanny came out to greet her. Second Miss is back. Just now the master was planning to call, to ask. But as soon as he said that, you came back. Seeing that the girl did not know what to call her, An Ran immediately taught her, Jing, call her great-grandmother. The girl also greeted her sweetly, Hello, great-grandmother. Hearing that his daughter had brought his great-granddaughter back, Qingshan hurriedly came down to greet her. An Ran is back. As soon as she saw her grandfather, she introduced him to Xiaojing. Jing, this is Grandpa. Knowing that it was her grandfather, the girl put on a cute face and greeted him, Hello, Grandpa. Seeing that his great-granddaughter was so well-behaved and understanding really stirred Qingshan's heart. You are Jing, so cute and well-behaved. He did not hesitate to take Xiaojing's hand and lead her to walk around, but he also did not forget to instruct, Let us go, Jing. Grandpa will take you for a walk around and show you around. This is also your home you have to visit often. Understand? Seeing that scene, An Ran could not help but recall, years ago, when I came to the Sheng family, it was exactly the same age as Jing. At that time, my father also doted on me like that. At first, my father and I were very close, but later, because of Vu Sutin's mother and daughter, I did not dare to show affection to my father anymore. When I was young, I thought that as long as I kept my distance, it would change the way those two saw me, but who knew that I would fall into their trap, being called cold, hard to raise, and heartless by others. Those sarcastic and malicious remarks aimed at a little girl at that time kept An Ran remembering. The second Miss of the Sheng family has arrived too. Why do not I see anyone from the Sheng family with her who would bother to acknowledge her? Their family is a family of 3. There is no place for her. When I was young, I thought that as long as I kept my distance, it would change the way those two saw me, but who knew that I would fall into their trap, being called cold, hard to raise, and heartless by others. And An Ran also followed and asked, Dad, are only we here today? Qingshan rubbed his forehead and admitted, Yeah, Dao Yao and her mother went back to their maternal home. Seeing that he was not feeling well, she worriedly ran over. Are you not feeling well, Dad? But Qingshan just lightly said that he was fine. Don't worry about Dad. Dad heard that you moved out of Yunnan Chang's house. Do you need Dad to arrange someone to help you move back to the Jin Shui Court apartment? And Ran really did not have any intentions for this visit. Dad, I am here today just to bring Jing to visit you. I do not have any other intentions. Although he knew that was the case, not being able to do anything for her made him feel even more guilty. Dad was hoping that you came back to ask Dad for something. These past few years, Dad knows that he has made you suffer a lot. Anna Ran, on the contrary, felt that those things could not be blamed on him. It is okay, Dad. I am fine. Understanding that his daughter was worried about him, he still knew that her leaving for foreign countries 6 years ago was also because of him. Don't comfort Dad anymore. Such a big thing as you going abroad 6 years ago Dad did not know anything about. That is the fault of a father. While the two were talking, Xiaojing's childish voice echoed with excitement. Grandpa, this room, it is so beautiful. Qingshan, hearing this, excitedly ran over, wanting to show her more things. Grandpa has something even cooler to show you. At the same time, Anyao returned home and loudly ordered, Where did everyone go? It is so quiet here. Quickly bring all the things from the car into the house. Aunt, the woman following behind, saw that she was being too noisy and reminded, Daoyao, speak softly. Your dad is probably taking a nap. Don't make noise and wake him up. But as soon as she entered and saw Anne Rand there, she immediately spoke sarcastically. Oh hey, what is going on? Couldn't stand life outside anymore, so you are back to ask for money. Anne Rand also was not an easy target and retorted bluntly, Don't make it sound so bad. I am just here to visit my father. The more she heard, the more uncomfortable Anyao became, mentioning Xiaojing with a sarcastic tone. Why did not you bring that bastard child back for Dad to see too? Qingshan, having heard all the unpleasant words from above, spoke up reproachfully. Daoyao, An Ran is your younger sister. She has not been back for many years, and as soon as she comes back, you have this attitude. Faced with that reproach, Anyao pretended to be contemptuous. I would not dare to have such a shameless younger sister. It is just that you do not know, Dad. She lied about going to study abroad that year. It turned out she went abroad to have a child out of wedlock, hiding it from the whole family. This woman even put on an innocent act, intentionally wanting to slander An Ran. Qingshan, do not get too angry. I think An Ran was just confused for a moment. She is still young. But before she could finish speaking, Xiaojing poked her head out from behind Qingshan. The girl, with an unhappy expression, asked her grandfather, Grandpa, what are they talking about? What is a bastard child? I do not understand anything. As soon as she saw Xiaojing, she was not happy at all. On the contrary, she was uncomfortable. This little brat actually dared to bring a bastard child home. Knowing that his great-granddaughter had heard some unpleasant words, he immediately picked her up and asked her, diverting her attention, What are you doing here, Jingjing? Are you having fun? But the girl did not waver and kept asking, I heard someone say bastard child. As soon as she finished speaking, Xiaojing glared at her, expressing her dislike. There are also friends in kindergarten who say Jingxi is a bastard child. Jingjing hates that word. Seeing that his granddaughter was so understanding, Qingshan comforted her. They are just talking rudely. Let Grandpa teach them a lesson. As soon as he finished speaking, he looked directly at Anyao and reminded her softly, Sheng Anyao, I won't dwell on today's matter, but if it happens again, do not blame me for not showing any mercy. Faced with her father's warning, she only knew to fearfully obey. Yes, there won't be a next time. After hearing those words, Qingshan hugged Xiaojing and turned to leave. Let us go, Jingjing. Grandpa will take you to eat cake, okay? Okay? Not understanding why Qingshan accepted Xiaojing, she spoke up reproachfully. What tricks did you use to make Dad so easily accept this bastard child of yours? Before that accusation, An Ran only calmly warned her about her words. Sheng Anyao, watch your words carefully. You would not want Dad to know that you are using my room to keep a boy toy. Would you? Being hit in her weak spot made Anyao speechless. You. She also did not want to get involved with these two anymore, so she stood up. Then she approached her and said softly, If you dare to insult me and my child again, then do not blame me for making you lose everything. That night, Qingshan was in the study, talking to a lawyer about the transfer of his estate. Lawyer Wu, the transfer of shares needs to be public, but the real estate must be quickly transferred to my granddaughter's name, as if I am making up for An Ran. She brought drinks for him and heard everything. She could not help but clench the drink in her hand with resentment. Qingshan, my daughter and I have served you all our lives, but you are really an ungrateful person. She bit her lip, seemingly wanting to cause a catastrophe for Qingshan. It is all your fault for forcing me. As soon as she finished speaking, she put something into the drink in her hand. The next day, at Shengtang Group, Zhao Yang ran over to talk to An Ran about something. Director Sheng, please stop. I am Zhao Yang, the program producer of Guangxian Media, and I want to discuss something with you. Suddenly, someone from another company came to talk to her, really making her confused. Guangxian Media, the new company that Xiaoxi just signed a contract with. What do you want to talk to me about? Zhao Yang was the producer of Guangxian Media, so he offered a collaboration invitation. Our previous travel program received a very good response. Would you like Jing to sign a long-term contract with us? Without hesitation, An Ran immediately refused. I do not want to, making him caught off guard, huh? She insisted on refusing, not wanting to cooperate with this side for the sake of her daughter. No need, I am not comfortable leaving my daughter alone. But for some reason, Zhao Yang insisted on clinging on persistently. Ms. Sheng, the treatment is really very good. You can also come to my company to be your daughter's manager. The treatment won't be lower than what you are getting now. You can think about it some more. Seeing that scene, Nancheng's expression was visibly gloomy. In his office, Nancheng could not focus and kept tapping the table. The secretary seemed to be listening in on this morning's events, according to his instructions. This morning, the person who came to find Director Sheng was Zhao Yang, the producer of Guangxian Media. The reality show that we cooperated with achieved very good results. Today he came to the investment department to discuss the next plan for the program. Knowing the reason why Zhao Yang came, he could not understand. What does this have to do with Sheng An Ran? The secretary quickly explained the reason. They want to sign a contract with Xiaojing Kadena, be a child star, and Director Sheng is invited to be the creative director or at least the manager. Hearing this treatment really made Nancheng nervous, afraid that An Ran would leave. Has she agreed? His hand clenched so tightly that the pen shook as well. The secretary also did not know much about An Ran's side. This is not very clear, but until now, we still have not received a response from Director Sheng. Nancheng currently could not do anything but remain silent. The secretary did not want him to pay attention to An Ran anymore, and reported, "CEOU, the meeting is about to start." Representatives from the hotels have all arrived, including Director Sheng. Seeing that everyone had arrived, Nancheng stood up. Let us go. Arriving at the meeting room, everyone was present. The staff stepped forward to present the company's next plan. Shengtang Group specializes in luxury hotels and has never participated in the low-priced product segment. Therefore, we want to develop a chain of youth hostels this time, and we need to conduct a market survey. I propose to find a reliable consulting company. As soon as he heard it, he recognized the blind spot in this project. Information from consulting companies is not reliable enough. It is better to have each hotel send a representative to conduct a field survey directly. An Ran, while reading the report, also agreed with Nancheng's words. That is right. It is still better to have people from inside handle this for peace of mind. In the end, he assigned this matter to An Ran. Director Sheng always works carefully and thoughtfully. I will leave this to you. Suddenly being assigned a task like this made her a little embarrassed. A field survey? Seeing An Ran hesitating and not accepting, Nancheng asked in confusion, Is there a problem, Director Sheng? Sensing the pretense in his words made her a little unhappy. Knowing that I still have to take care of Xiaojing, you are still pretending to ask if I have any difficulties. Waiting for an answer but still not getting a result, Nancheng called out, Director Sheng. She did not refuse anymore and seriously accepted the job. I understand. I will go. Actually, Nancheng did this because he did not want An Ran to have time to think about resigning. If she is busy, then she probably won't have time to resign. Right, that is right. The allowance for external work must also be increased. I can't let that Zhao Yang surpass me. After get-off work, Jing Shi was brought to the company by the secretary. Seeing the boy appear here, surprised. An Ran, Jing Shi, why are you here? As soon as he saw her, Jing Shi could not help but smile brightly. Then he walked towards An Ran, but the secretary running behind called him back, Young master. Seeing the boy rush towards her like that made her worried. What is going on here? Did someone bully you? Suddenly, Jing Shi looked up at her, with teary eyes. Then he wrote on the paper the reason. Dad won't let me come to find you. I miss you so much. Standing before her son's longing really broke An Ran's heart. Jing Shi. Mom misses you too. Mom really wants to be by your side. While the two were hugging, Nancheng appeared and called, Jingxi, Jingxi, come here. But the boy did not listen and avoided him. Seeing Jingxi like that, she also patiently cared. Jingxi, go home with your dad today, okay? Someday, Auntie will bring Jingjing to play with you. Even so, the boy still held onto Anran's skirt tightly and would not let go. Unable to resist anymore, Nancheng immediately ordered, why are you standing there blankly? Take Jingxi back to the office. As soon as he received the order, the secretary picked up Jingxi and left, yes. Because he did not want to be separated from Anran, the boy called out, Mommy. The boy's tears could not help but roll down his cheeks. Anran, witnessing that scene, also felt very heartbroken. Jingxi, he can speak. Seeing Jingxi like that made the secretary a little hesitant. Young master, this. Nancheng did not say much and insisted that the secretary take the boy away. Just take him back first. When he saw that the secretary had taken Jingxi away, Nancheng grabbed Anran's hand, pulling her aside, wanting to say something. You, come here with me. The two went into the second meeting room together. The curtains were immediately drawn. Thinking that Nancheng wanted to say something important, that is why he pulled her to the room to talk privately. Anran spoke up, CEO, what is the matter? It seemed like he wanted to confront her directly. Are you avoiding me? Faced with this question, Anran still tried to ignore it. You are overthinking it, CEO. I am not. Nancheng approached, still wanting to hear the answer to his confession. Sheng Anran, your answer is... But she stepped back to avoid answering. We are just a superior subordinate relationship. These words really made him unable to accept it. Superior subordinate. Nancheng boldly pressed her onto the table and questioned, men and women have already slept together, and it is still just a superior subordinate relationship. Could it be that only I cared about that night, don't you? Being cornered, Anran could only say hurtful words. If what happened that night made you misunderstand, then I am sorry. I do not have any feelings for CEO. It was just the right time. Nancheng still insisted on not believing that. Very good, the right time, right? Then he shamelessly slid his hand and touched Anran's chest, causing her to shyly stop him. What are you doing? Let me go. He was really made heartbroken by Anran, to the point where his heart was about to explode. For the first time, I was so sincere, but in the end, I only received a sentence saying she has no feelings for me. Sheng Anran, humiliating me like this, are you happy? Faced with that question, she really felt guilty. But she was directly interrupted by Nancheng, not allowing her to make a sound. Faced with this coercion, Anran could not bear it anymore and raised her hand to scold. You bastard, do not touch me. He himself received that slap and was stunned. She also did not want to say much anymore and left quickly. Nancheng only knew to stand and watch her back in pain. Anran. In a room, Anran lay tiredly on the bed. Remembering Nancheng, she could not help but get irritated. That bastard Yu Nancheng. That bastard, the bastard who did that thing 6 years ago, is now pretending to be infatuated in front of me. Not wanting to think about Nancheng anymore, she hurriedly covered herself with a blanket. Shujing, seeing that she was not eating or drinking and just kept lying in the room, could not help but worry. Listen to me, Anran. You have been lying down all afternoon. Not eating lunch, not eating dinner. Are you planning to cultivate immortality or secretly lose weight behind my back? Seeing that Shujing had come back from work, made Anran start. Shujing, you are back from work. Shujing stepped in and reproached. What else? What time is it now? I have also picked up Jingjing. Don't worry. Seeing her best friend like this, she knew that something unpleasant had happened, so Shujing turned on the light and cared. What is wrong with you? It is rare to see you like this. Is there trouble at work? Or is it a relationship matter? Anran also sat up and asked for help. Shujing, I have to go on a business trip to the ancient town for a few days. Please take care of Jingjing for me. Suddenly going on a business trip like this, Shujing immediately asked a series of questions. Going on a business trip to the ancient town? Who assigned you the job? Yu Nancheng. What is he doing? Doesn't he know you still have to take care of your child? Anran, faced with Shugong's questions about the two of them, hurriedly avoided them. It was the company that arranged it. Don't talk nonsense. There is nothing between me and Yunnan Cheng. Xiaojing seemed to have heard everything and ran in to ask about her mother. What happened? Is mommy okay? Seeing her daughter worried about her like that, Anne Ran stroked the little girl's head and comforted her. It is okay. It is just a job transfer. Jing. During the time that mom is on a business trip, you have to listen to mom's adoptive mom, okay? Xiaojing would definitely listen, but she also had something she wanted to ask. Don't worry, Mom. I will be good. But can I ask you something? Then, looking at Anran and Nancheng's current situation, Xiaojing asked directly, Mom, have you and Uncle Yu really broken up? Anran, hearing her daughter define their relationship like this, reproached. Broken up? With what? Mom and him have never been together. Faced with Anran's denial made Xiaojing unable to believe it. You two lived together, and that does not count as dating. Seeing her daughter talking nonsense, Anne Ran hurriedly covered her mouth and explained, What are you saying? That was due to circumstances. Then, not wanting her to talk about this anymore, she immediately urged her. But Jing, it is time to go to bed. You quickly go back to your room. No buts, Mom is talking about adult things with Mommy's adoptive mom. Children are not allowed to listen. Being called a kid and not being allowed to listen to grown-up things made Xiaojing angry. Mom is so bad. You are hiding something from me. I am angry with you now. Seeing that Xiaojing had left, Shujing spoke up tentatively. When are you going to tell her about Yunnan Cheng? But also because of this, Anran was made depressed. I still have not figured it out. Shujing still wanted to persuade her to make the relationship between the two more harmonious. She likes him so much without knowing that Yunnan Cheng is her biological father. If she knew, would she? Although she knew what Shujing was worried about, Anran was still very sure about her daughter. No, I understand, my daughter. Suddenly Shujing approached and said sarcastically, Let me tell you, Anran, is your head made of wood or something? Being said like that made Anran confused. What are you saying? Shujing also immediately analyzed it for her. He is the CEO. There is no reason why he would take care of you and Jing so diligently. It is obvious that he has feelings for you, and he even canceled his engagement for you. Right? Faced with those things, Anran still did not waver. I can't handle his feelings. But Shujing was very certain that sooner or later she would fall into the trap. No matter what, he is the CEO. If it were me, I would have more than enough strength and tricks to make sure you could not escape. Suddenly her friend switched sides, making Anran unable to adapt and feel sad. Shujing, which side are you on? Shujing seemed to understand Anne even better than she understood herself, teasing. Don't you see that you are just acting like you are angry right now if you really do not want to get involved with Yunnan Cheng? Then quitting your job would solve everything? Anran still tried to give a reason. I am doing it for Jingxi, that is why. But then suddenly fell silent. Shujing also did not want to delve too deeply into her relationship matters, so she stood up and left. I can't say much about your relationship matters. What is important is that you know what you are thinking in your heart. Before going to bed, she did not forget to say goodnight to Anran. Sleep well. Good night. Shujing's words really made her seriously rethink things. Outside, the sky had cleared. Anran kept thinking about the relationship between her and Nancheng, me, and Yu Nancheng. On Yu's side, Yu was called back to the old house without telling him the reason, and he wondered, Grandpa, why did Grandpa call me back to eat? Is there something wrong? As soon as he arrived, Jingxi tightly held onto Yu's clothes, making Yu understand. I know. Then Yu's expression became serious as he questioned, Nancheng, I heard that you sent Anran on a business trip. As soon as he heard that, he did not know how to explain. So he sat down and listened to Yu's words. Yu looked at him and questioned, Anran's hotel is still doing well. Why did you suddenly arrange for her to go on such a long business trip? And who will take care of her child? You are also a father. Why do not you understand this? Suddenly being scolded like that, Nancheng hurriedly denied. The decision to send Sheng Anran on a business trip was a company decision, Grandpa. Since when have you become so close to her? You felt that there was nothing wrong with him understanding her. Anran is a good girl. Jingxi also likes her. That being the case, Is there anything wrong with me learning a little about my future granddaughter-in-law? Faced with Yu's affirmation, Nan Cheng felt sad. Grandpa, we have not progressed to that point yet. Do not arrange things on your own. Yu still wanted Nan Cheng to try harder to give Jingji a complete family. Jingji is so big already, have you ever heard him speak? But he called her Mommy. Children's minds are the simplest, I think. Anaran is very good, and you are not young anymore either. In my opinion, let us just decide on this. You arrange the engagement. The more he heard, the more Nancheng could not help but put down his unfinished chopsticks. Then he stood up and left, because he wanted to escape. Grandpa, I will leave Jingxi here to accompany you today, and we will talk about other things later. Seeing that his grandson was just like a log made Yu go crazy, persuading him until his mouth was dry, but still not getting anything made Yu helpless. Jingxi, it is not that I am not trying to help, but your dad is too stubborn. He has his own ideas. I can't change him. Seeing that even Yu could not do anything, Jingxi sadly shed tears. Before the tears of this child really made him heartbroken, don't cry, great-grandpa is still finding a way. Suddenly Yu remembered something and called the housekeeper. That is right. Lao Chu? Lao Chu? The housekeeper heard the call and hurriedly ran over. I am here. Yu then asked about the thing he had instructed him to investigate. Have you investigated clearly what I told you to investigate? The housekeeper affirmed with certainty. I have. Miss Sheng is on a business trip in a place called Lengxi Ancient Town. The accommodation is Fengtang Inn. Hearing this place made Yu feel familiar. Lengxi Ancient Town. Why does it sound so familiar? The housekeeper wanted to explain. That place is... but then did not say it out. It is probably not so coincidental that they will meet. That town is very big, and she likes to stay hidden. Yu wondered, does Nansheng know that place? The housekeeper concluded based on the situation, looking at the current situation, young master probably does not know. Hearing that made Yu become serious and order. I understand. You help me keep an eye on this matter. Report to me immediately if there is any movement. At Lengxi Ancient Town, Fangtang Inn. A woman sat behind a curtain, brewing tea with an elegant demeanor. As soon as Anne Ran arrived, she smelled a fragrant scent. It is so fragrant. Is it white tea? The woman put down the cup of tea she had brewed and invited her. Yes, please. Receiving such hospitality, Anne Ran also happily accepted. Well, respect is worse than obedience. The woman was polite to Anne Ran and introduced herself. No need to be polite. I am the owner here. It is my duty to entertain guests. Does it look familiar here? Being cared for like this really made Aunt Ran happy. Very good. The second floor can see the entire roof of the ancient town. Very beautiful. She brought the teacup up to drink. Then her eyes immediately lit up as she praised. It is really fragrant. The woman looked at her and asked directly, Girl, you did not come here for sightseeing, did you? Being recognized so easily made Aunt Ran alert. How did the landlady see it? The landlady poured another cup of tea and analyzed. People who come sightseeing won't be like you, staying in the inn all the time. Before the landlady's sharp observation, Aunt Ran could not help but praise. The landlady really understands the guests. Your mind is really meticulous. Receiving the praise, the landlady only gently sipped her tea. Seeing that she did not ask any further made Aunt Ran even more curious. Aren't you curious about what I came here for? The landlady very calmly replied, I am not curious. There are many things in this world that are too curious, but, if you want to say it, I am also willing to listen. Standing before the landlady's transcendent demeanor really made Anne Ran look at her in a different light. This woman, like a proud moon on the horizon, untouched by worldly affairs. Not hiding anymore, Anne Ran introduced herself. My name is Sheng Anne Ran, and I am the branch manager of Shengteng Hotel, under Shengteng Group. As soon as she heard Shengteng Group, it made the landlady curious. Seeing that the landlady paused here, she also said happily, That is right, Shengteng Group, if you have heard of it, that is great. Finishing speaking, Anne Ran extended an invitation to the landlady. I heard from the receptionist that this inn was designed, decorated, and operated by the landlady herself, and she even brought it to the top position. Sheng Tang highly appreciates your talent and wants to invite you to return. She received the invitation and immediately asked directly, Whose idea was it to have you find me to work at your group? Anne Ran quickly explained. It was a plan put forward by the group's planning. department. Our CEO personally signed and confirmed it. The landlady was startled and asked, "Is it you, Nancheng?" Seeing that the landlady knew Nancheng made her surprised. CEO you. Seeing that the landlady kept not answering, made Anran even more curious. This landlady, why does she look a little strange? The landlady suddenly cared about Nancheng in an unusual way. "I have heard of him. Do you know CEO Yu? How's his health? I heard that he has a child. Is he married?" And Krefran also did not hide anything and replied, "He is in very good health. He does have a child, but he is not married. But maybe he is about to be." Hearing that Nancheng seemed to be doing well, the landlady asked about Yu. "Then how's the old man of the Yu family? Have you ever met him?" Seeing that the landlady also knew about Yu, made Anran suspicious. "Landlady, you seem to be very concerned about the family affairs of CEO Yu." The landlady gave an explanation to hide the real reason. "There are many rumors about the Yu family. Although I am old, I am still quite nosy." Hearing these words, Anran immediately retorted, "But you said that nosiness will kill people." Being said that, the landlady's hand suddenly paused. Anran seemed very perceptive and wanted to ask about the relationship between the landlady and the Yu family. The landlady and the Yu family. Suddenly, the phone rang at the right time. She immediately answered the phone. "Sorry, I will answer a text message first." Nancheng sent a message to ask, "How's the investigation of the inn in the ancient town going?" Anran also seriously replied as her duty, "There are quite a few inns in the ancient town. The investigation takes some effort. I will send the report tonight." Finally, the sun gradually set. Inside the inn room, Anran felt relieved after working on the report for a while. Phew, finally sent the report. "This Yunnan Cheng is really, usually you do not see him being so clingy." Just as she closed the computer to finish work, a light knock sounded outside the door. The landlady brought a gift to visit Anran. "I saw that you checked out. Are you planning to leave?" She also was not polite and accepted it. "Yes, I will go to the next point tonight, trying to start work tomorrow morning." Seeing that her work was so busy made the landlady worry. "That is really hard work," but she only said, "It is not hard, it is just work." Before Anran left, the landlady said goodbye, "Looking forward to your next visit." Anran immediately drove away from this place. Suddenly, a black shadow appeared in front of the car, scaring her and stopping the car, then hurriedly ran out, and then saw a young boy had fainted. Anran was extremely worried and quickly called for an ambulance. "Hello, ambulance? I had an accident on the highway, 3 kilometers from Lengxi ancient town." Then she stood there waiting for the ambulance to arrive. The next day, Nancheng was looking at a report and asked about Anran. "How is Sheng Anran?" The receptionist immediately reported her situation. Director Sheng was in a traffic accident. This information was like a bolt from the blue. "What? An accident? How is she?" The receptionist hurriedly explained more clearly. "Dear Director Sheng is okay. It is that she hit someone else. That person is still receiving emergency treatment in the hospital." Nancheng suddenly stood up and demanded, "Send me the location." The receptionist, standing before him, replied a little scared, "Yes, yes." Immediately, Nancheng called the secretary and handed over everything. "Zhou Fang, I have urgent business. I will be back at the company the day after tomorrow. During that time, you arrange the relevant meetings yourself." After arranging everything, he drove, not forgetting to call Anran, but her phone was turned off, making Nancheng even more worried about her. "Sheng Anran, why are not you answering the phone?" He could not wait any longer and stepped on the gas, then sped on the highway, finally arriving at the hospital. As soon as he arrived, Nancheng parked improperly and was reminded by the security guard, "Hey, you can't park here." But he did not care at all and threw the keys to the security guard with the request, "Help me park the car." The security guard was bewildered by this situation. Yes." Nancheng rushed into the hospital. Just getting out of the elevator, he heard a scream from a room. "What are you doing? Let me go." Nancheng did not hesitate to push open the door of the hospital room and called out loudly, "Sheng Anran." As soon as he opened the door, he was extremely stunned when he saw Anran being hugged tightly by a man, while she kept struggling to break free. "Let me go." Nancheng could not bear it anymore, and rushed over, grabbing the young man directly and pulling him away. And with a gloomy expression, reminded, "Didn't you hear her say let go?"